Pokemon is.
Pokemon, gonna get your mom.
No, I honestly do not know what you're talking about.
Fucking liar, dude. I know you don't know. So
And I know you know I don't know.
Dude, I don't know what you know.
Oh, that's cool. That
See?
fucking Gary thing in the... That's neat. In the Discord there. Alright, gentlemen. I think I'm streaming. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, nice. I see us. We're all here.
My name. Black screen.
Wait.
Looks just like me.
What's this?
Dude, I was hearing that cough like over and over again, and I didn't realize I had the sound on screen.
He's absolutely dying.
Yeah, it's like, it was like cough, 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 cough. I was like, what the fuck?
That's funny.
Oh,
Alright.
shit.
So, gentlemen, welcome back to another exciting episode of Black Thumb here in my garage, featuring you guys, my palette of personalities, that is my plethora of players. Who would care to regale me with a story, a tale of what happened last episode on Black Thumb?
Gary fucked shit up.
I can.
Okay, alright, run us through it, Dan.
I'm pretty sure where we had left off is we had Gary, our lovable techno droid,
Questionable.
bash his way. Okay, questionable lovable droid, bash his way through a wall and has found himself in a sticky situation, being moderately injured. And we have Orion, whom is, I think, sneakily evading. Yeah, you're in the haystack, right? So we have Orion hiding in the haystack, evading the situation, waiting for the right time to spring. And then we have Barium. And then my friend Barium shall take over from here.
We were just, stuck at the gate, me and Bjorn.
Oh yeah, and that's because I had just recently, we finished off, the story had ended as I had turned into a Cobra, Zoraja, and was able to spring open the gate, and from there the story commences. So it's up to Bjorn and Barium to make their move to, I guess, save the kind of lovable robot Gary.
Oh, let's see, I'm surrounded by civvies with.
You mean that's up to Bjorn?
Well, you're here to provide backup. So let the story begin.
I'll help Bjorn out.
Yeah. I still have my face on me, right?
We have to roll initiative again, or do we
Yeah,
have to roll?
Dungeon Master, I think, picks who goes first, no?
Oh, I think we have to roll. Unless he has the initiatives from last session.
As a diligent dungeon master, I totally gapped on that. So, no, I don't.
Okay.
To my
I
chagrin.
remember we all rolled really high, except you rolled higher than us all. I think you had a nat 20.
I was tied with Bjorn. We got 17, I think, and I think Gary was first. Pretty sure Gary was first.
We could just re-roll if you want.
I think we are going to re-roll,
Okay.
And then we'll write it down.
and I'll just go first because.
Okay, so what
So everybody make them clatter whilst I clean our board.
Oh, fuck! Of course.
That sounded like a nat 20 to me.
Cody,
Sure.
how do I...
We're rolling for initiative?
What's that?
Duty.
Cody, how do I roll?
A
This
D20.
DM has become
Always the power for initiative.
Yeah, you can click the button underneath initiative on your.
Alright, I got an 11.
I got 18 plus 220.
I will ask for your initiatives when I am good and ready.
Okay.
So I
Until
get
then,
to
I'm
roll
putting
again.
my apron on. It's an
Draft.
apron. It's not a. It's an apron.
Putting on your
It's a very manly apron.
mom.
I can't wait till I roll a 1.
Cody, what is Orion's initiative?
5.
Thank you.
5.
Since I rolled before Dooley wanted us to, I'm definitely gonna roll below.
You're gonna roll cheater.
Like a 2.
Barium, my dragonborn friend. What is your initiative?
God, I rolled a 4.
Terrific.
It's complete opposite of last time.
And yet so similar, I'm sure. I'll bet you it's the same order so far. It's just now it's really low.
Probably.
Alex, what does Bjorn have?
14.
Ah.
Okay, cheater.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Oh, wait. Oh, okay.
Gary, what do you compute for initiative?
20.
Natural or non?
18 plus 2.
Very nice.
Damn.
Wait, it's an initiative roll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Initiative.
D20
Your
plus
character
dex.
sheet.
And if you have any sort of initiative bonuses outside of that, you add those too.
Oh my god.
What'd you get?
I
Sounds
got a
good.
5.
Another great roll. Orion
2 plus 3.
or Zilraja, who is... Oh, sorry, I mean Orion or Gary, who is going first?
Rock, paper, scissors, bro. Let's go. On 3, you say
Okay,
whatever you want, bro.
3,
You,
Oh.
1, rock.
scissors.
8. You still lost! When I said that a whole second before you, bro.
Well, he was being honest with his pick, though. You know?
Out of politeness, I will give you the first.
I don't cheat. Oh, you let me go first?
Your
Yeah, that's what
honesty
she
will
wants.
be your downfall.
All right. Okay. I'll take that.
So is Gary going before Orion then? Is that what I heard?
I think I won.
Yeah.
And I think it was me and Zolraja, I think.
Or, I mean, Zilraja. Yeah, it was Zilraja. I don't know why I kept saying Gary there. Sorry.
Gary got a 20.
Yeah, you did. I've got that on the board already. Zilraja, you're going second then?
Sure. Yeah, no, let's, I will go. That is
I would have beat
person
Dan
chosen.
anyways.
Your dungeon master will be going on a
You'll
14 plus bonus, bringing me to right between Gary and Bjorn.
Damn.
With that,
I didn't know who you were doing the initiative roll. I almost just rolled like a straight d20.
I mean, you could just add your bonus, but yeah. It's easier to just click the initiative and then it adds the bonus, right?
Yeah.
It's super easy.
Do I'm gonna add your bonus.
Yeah, add my bonus.
Gary, you find yourself squared off in a small workshop area against a single laborer with a lot of motivation and a massive engine situated on a massive pallet just yonder. The camera pans against your face as you stand next to a massive forge that is nearby. You can see a pile of scrap metal sitting there next to it, as well as logs lining the wall. I totally forgot the scrap metal, sorry. Scrap metal. The laborer in front of you hefts a wrench off the side of where the engine sits on the crate. The massive wrench sits on his shoulder for a brief moment as he gets ready to baseball bat you with it. What do you do?
Is there anything in the environment I can use to maybe crush him with?
To crush him with?
Yeah. I mean, throw.
I mean, you could knock the engine over onto him. The place is mostly full of, like I say, old junk stuff. Anything heavy is down low for safety's sake. I mean, you could always... The forge is fully lit. You could always throw him in the forge if you really wanted to do something vicious.
Oh yeah, can I drop kick him into the forge?
Like, the forge is over there, and you're over here, and he's here. So you'd have to grab a hold of him and fucking wrestling toss him in.
I mean, I'll just punch him in the face and take his face afterwards.
That sounds good. Sounds like a solid plan. So you're gonna make an attack roll here. It's a melee attack on his face.
I got a 14. It's
Oh, what now?
D20, right?
14
Yeah.
total?
Yeah, 10 plus 4.
Okay. As you rear back and crank forward, he tries to dodge out of the way, surprised that you're coming in for the shot, and fails as you connect with his jaw.
Oh.
How hard do you hit this guy? Let's roll to find out. Or sorry, it's a melee strike. You don't have Tavern Brawler or any other feats that would give you... Are you a monk? Hang on.
I'm a fighter.
That's right, you're a fighter. So, you don't have any special feats or skills for it? No. So long and the short, your damage in this case is your strength bonus plus 1.
I got 13 plus 2, 15. Plus 1 is 16.
No, the bonus itself. So you have a 2, you said?
Yeah, 13 plus 2.
Right, so it's 2 plus 1 is 3 damage that you're doing to him.
Alright.
Just 1 sec. Well, if you're not a monk, or you don't have Tavern Brawler, or something that actually gives you effectiveness, your melee strikes end up being blasé. I'm actually just checking your shit out here for a sec.
Bro, you trained all those years.
I would assume my metal fist will break his jaw or something.
Yeah, you do. If you look at your actions, you can see unarmed strike. It says you have a +4 and you do 3 damage. That said, though,
Still a pretty good punch.
yeah, it's enough that it breaks the guy's jaw, and as it goes loose at the one side, he steps backwards as the wrench comes loose of his shoulder. Mr. Cool Guy thinking maybe it's a better idea to keep it in front of his face, where your fists come from. As he steps backwards, you could technically hit him again with a cross. Or a jab. That is to say, your offhand. You can still use that to do an unarmed, I'm pretty sure.
Dude, come over with a left hook.
Dude, hit him with a haymaker.
No,
Just
left
slap
hook and
him.
then a right roundhouse kick.
Just a
Slap
windmill from the left. Hit him,
So
Gary.
I broke his jaw, like it's hanging out. Can I like grab it and like
It's
rip
definitely
his,
no,
off
it's
his face?
definitely cracked. But you could. I mean, you are a robot, so if you want, you could make a strength check for this. Tear his mandible off. If that's what you're going.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I want to rip off his
He's a
entire
violent
face.
robot.
Okay.
What do I need again? Strength?
Yeah, throw me another attack roll. Actually.
Attack roll? Melee? Unarmed? Got a 9.
9 total.
Yeah.
As you
Or
come in,
5 plus 4, 9.
as you come in for the grab, he swings his wrench across your fists, swatting at them, causing a loud clang. As your arms go to the one side, he just backs up, doing his best to avoid you. You don't take any damage in the process, but as he backs up, he suddenly lunges forth, using the bit of distance to charge in with a 17 plus bonus. He's gonna do a D4 with his wrench. That's gonna be 4 plus 2 for plus 1 in this guy's case. Plus 1. He's gonna swing and a hit for 5 points of bludgeoning damage as he cracks across you with his wrench. In the background,
Damn.
camera pans to show
Motherfucker's fearless.
the door burst open
Oh no.
as these guys rush out, and the guard here, looking towards the doorway, is suddenly astounded to see what he sees as the 2 mechanics run out, or the 2 junk workers anyway. These guys are just junk workers. Run out and say to him, in Kalash, they say, "There is intruder inside. Intruder has entered." But of course it would just sound normal to everybody here, not to get racist about it. But anyway, so the guard suddenly rushes in to check upon, of course. He'll get to here in a single movement, see what's going on. Meanwhile, these guys over here, will suddenly look at you. And this one here says, "Don't go anywhere," to you guys, as this one rushes off, not paying attention to the snake in the middle of the field. And I don't know why you're suddenly not able to stick. There we go. This guy is going to double move, so he's going to get to where Gary is. Hi, how are you? Let's get this over yonder. Actually, you know what? We have another camera for this,
I'm a great distraction.
so we can throw this
You
over
are.
here.
Just don't die.
It is a legitimate strategy, although death is a possibility.
Very close.
Which character on the board is Gally?
Sorry?
Which character
Gary.
on the board is he?
This one.
Oh, okay. So he's gonna.
I thought you guys had the outside on control, man. What happened?
So me and Bjorn are being watched by that guard.
The gate is open though, right? Like the last
Yeah,
full.
okay, that was
Totally remember you spat acid on somebody.
Yeah, I spit acid in one guy's face.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They just left you. I guess we lost you.
Wait a minute, that happened? Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You melted the fucking lock off.
No, I shot a guy in the face. Yes.
Dan's told the Weaver.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Yeah.
Dan
Okay.
Grant Weaver.
Right. These are the details I'm forgetting. Okay, terrific stuff.
Okay.
So with that said, right, the guy took the acid in the face.
It's
I'll
just
take your
pretty
word on
much
I,
Dan, so it wasn't anything serious.
testament to having to take better notes, I guess. Jesus. Point being, though, these guys rush in. The one guard there, he's gonna. Ooh, actually, what is he gonna do? He's gonna shout out, "Stand down, or pay with your life."
Ooh.
The mechanic at which point will actually just like put his hands up somewhat, showing that he's peaceable. Gary, what do you do?
Dang, dude. I wonder if I'm gonna get back up from this.
Okay, so that guy readies his action. If anybody aggresses, that guy's gonna take an arrow. Meanwhile, the camera's gonna swing to 5 fences. Over here. Come on, you fucking thing. These guys are gonna rush. Actually, they're gonna run over this way. They're not gonna make it that far. That's a double move for them. So those guys run off. As that guard. Given that one guy took acid in the face, I'll say that the guy with the acid face is gonna hang out, and the guy who double moved to Gary is not going anywhere because this is a busy moment already. That guy's gonna shit, man. Are they gonna? Yeah, I guess the guy's just gonna unleash a quick arrow. He unfurls a short bow and launches a shaft directly through the fence. With a 15 plus bonus, he lands it for 4 plus 2 plus 1 damage, delivering, what did I say, 5 points of piercing as the arrow thups into you. No, not that one.
It's got a lot harder.
Into Bjorn or into Varian?
Into Bjorn.
Oh no. Sorry, Ninja was fine there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a war crime. He's a medic now.
I need a healing, bro.
With that said, I think that's me.
I think so.
Yeah, that is me. It's from there to Bjorn.
So that gate is now unlocked or open?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it just like a push open, or is it like a...
So it's unlatched at the moment and sits on hinges at either side.
Okay. So I'm gonna kick the gate open.
Nice.
Okay,
And I'm gonna run at them.
sounds good.
Try and get a word of radiance off between the two of them.
So I have to make a word of radiance.
So it's a 1d6 to anyone who fails a con save of 13 within 5 feet.
So one's gonna fail.
Okay. And he's gonna take 4 damage.
Cool. Very cool. Alright. So you burst open the door. Let me see if I can, no, there's no way I'm gonna get that working the way I want it to. So, you blast open the door with a quick kick. The thing swings easily open as you rush in amidst them and suddenly explode a blast of energy all around you as the radiant energy swaths across them. They each burn for 4. Let's take one big, like so. With that said, they shield their eyes best they can. Sorry, the one takes no damage. What am I doing? Having made his save. Cantrips are great that way. As the radiant energy bursts out from around you, bursts out from your skin, spreading around you and burning upon them, camera swings from your visage to Orion. Actually, to the, I should say, haystack. As it slowly pans to show you there, or not show you there. Do you do anything? Shit's getting real.
Who's going to be violent?
Is there? You said the two guys kind of ran in that direction, right? Are they near that haystack?
Yeah, you can sense them as they pass by the cart.
Okay. Are they like within range that I could lunge out and like, you know? Like, stab
I mean, you
them?
could. I just want to say these guys are just running away, but
Okay.
but it's totally up to you. I mean, you know, witnesses and all that too, right?
True. Okay. And then that guard near the rear of the cart. Could I leap out at him? This one here. Could I?
Totally.
leap out?
100%.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll do that. I'll deal with the situation. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna attack that guard there. Then I'll jump
Right on.
out of the haystack. Come up with my daggers raised and laughing as I do it, kind of thing, maniacally.
All right.
Yeah. So that would just be. Do I roll for both of my daggers?
Yeah, you roll them one at a time.
Okay.
So just roll like basically 2d20. Oh, you would have flanking, by the way. Also, sorry, dumb question. You're a rogue, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so you will have sneak attack and advantage on the roll. For one of them, right? You'll have sneak attack, but you have advantage on both rolls because Bjorn's on the other side there.
Okay. So I have advantage for both, so I can roll twice on both.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one is a hit, it's 23.
Okay.
And that will be 5 damage. And then I have my sneak attack too, right?
Roll it.
Plus another 5, so that's 10.
Very nice, very nice.
And then my second is a 21.
Hits. Totally hits.
So 5 and 7.
So 17 total.
17 total.
As you leap from the haystack, the camera zooms in upon as it bursts to the side, and in slow motion you leap through the air, coming down upon him. Bjorn, you watch as this little figure explodes from the yellow straw as it sprinkles down, streaming behind him as he lands upon him. And falling down against him, you rake against his poor meat flesh, scraping through his armor as it cleaves down his leathers, and blood spurts out in all directions, ribboning off like a moment out of so much Kill Bill, streamering in all directions. Sam Raimi be proud. From there, you land on the ground with a clatter as the fellow screams out in pain and stumbles down, dropping over as all life ebbs from his poor meat body. And from there, the camera swings across your face where you're laughing with glee to show Zul'Raja nearby. As you creep and crawl along the snake on the pavement that nobody's paying attention to. You're not actually that big, obviously.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, so am I able to make my way over to where Gary is? And am I still able to make a move, or would that be my move?
So, knowing where Gary went, so to speak, like down the flume, I mean, you know that you could penetrate through the fence and go the way that where Gary went. Judging from the fellows that you saw running out of the doorway, you insight that to reach Gary, you could get there by going through the doorway. So, a single movement will bring you to this door, where you'll be behind this guard. a double movement will bring you next to Gary. You could also potentially get to Gary. I'd allow it for Rule of Cool if you wanted to drop down into here and end up where he made a hole in the wall.
And if I do the single move where I end up behind that guard outside the opening, I would still be unnoticed, right?
If you went, well,
I
you're.
feel like everything else would leave me open to have plain sight, right?
If you come to here, I mean, wherever you go, more or less, you're in plain sight. If you drop down into this flume, you'll end up here.
Okay, because I kind of wherever would be the highest ground, I would like to go. Because my goal would be to look to see if I can find anything above. If there's any kind of hanging object above that I could help Gary by dropping something down below, if anything.
Gary's in like
He's not in a garage, like a basement or anything. Or
no,
a-
he's in a. Gary's just in the garage, but there's nothing necessarily. Well, not
There
that you
would be
know.
anything hanging above anything. Because that is why I asked if I'm able to make a move inside, or would that be my final move? Because
No, like I
if
say,
inside, I'm able to see.
You can make a single move to here, or to here.
Right.
Your choice.
Yeah, I'd like to make the move behind the guard.
All right. You do so, slithering quickly, as a cobra should, making your way into the space. The space where you can hear the shouts of a guard and the clattering of metal upon metal. Now it's more like a cobra.
Is my snake able to attack? Am I able to?
I mean, you've got snake stats, so
How am I able to see this?
I mean, it's all of D&D Beyond at your fingertips. You search whatever you want, and it's there. So, let's see here.
Jeez.
Just a snake.
Nick.
A little constrictor? No, that's gonna be a big constrictor.
I was thinking a cobra.
Like a
Because I think
desert
those are
cobra.
poisonous. Right?
Yeah. So here we go.
Because my hope would be to maybe work my way into.
So, yeah, gotcha. You have a +5 to hit.
Ooh, wow.
The, on a successful hit... Oh, sorry. Do you have a +5 to hit? No, you have whatever you have to hit.
Would that be considered an unarmed strike then?
No, it's a bite at that case. And you do 1 piercing damage, and then I potentially take 2d4 poison damage.
That's what I was hoping. Poison, if I could manage that. 'Cause I was hoping to maybe work my way into his armor and deliver an immobilizing bite, if not poison.
You have 2 hit points.
Beautiful.
Make him count.
So maybe I should stay hidden.
I mean, you do you, man. I just work here.
I understand, but then no, that's information that I need. I only have 2 hit points, because then I could get hit after
You totally could.
1 hit. Yeah, I can't 1 hit him either.
And I'm guessing your AC is not very good.
Okay, so am I able to? I'm not going to do it here. I'm going to make a move, but I have a question. Am I able to transform into something else from my animal form, or do I have to go back into being?
If I'm not mistaken, you. I don't think you can cast spell. Oh no, but it's an ability. Offhand, I'm not sure. I'm gonna rule that if you have another shapeshifting, you can shift to it until somebody checks the rules. That's good enough for me. We're short on time, so let's keep it going.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna make another move, and I'm gonna go ahead and because I don't want to get hit, so I'm gonna go. I guess I'm gonna go back outside of the doorway and go around the building to the right, and then I guess that would probably be the end of my move because I'm gonna retransform into something else upon the next move because I don't know if I can do something after.
If that's what you're after, you want to go around the building?
Yeah, because I want to turn into a hippo after.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So you just want to go around back the building?
Yeah, because I don't want to get hit. Literally, if I got 2 hit points, I had no idea about that. So that puts me in a
Oh,
Oh,
very
you
yeah.
change right now,
situation.
though?
If you get hit, you just change back into yourself, eh?
I do? I thought that I would die.
No.
Oh gosh, but then I'm still kind of a weakling.
But you still take the damage,
I
right?
think we're mixing up Shape Changer from Changeling with Wild Shape.
Yeah.
We got two
Maybe we
different
are.
things we're thinking
Actually,
here.
maybe we are.
Oh, so I'm only able to turn into humanoids, correct?
Yeah, you get the animal forms at level 2.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So I guess now I should
You are
turn
level
back
2, right?
into my person.
You're
think I
just a
am.
snake person. You're just a slithering. You're just a
Oh,
slithering
yeah, I'm
dick.
sorry,
You're a
everybody.
giant
thought
dick.
we were level 2 already.
I am level 2, but
We are, but we haven't. You have to long rest before it takes effect.
so I should just turn back into a human.
So yeah, maybe become a human again.
Fake it till you make it, right?
And fake it. I should pretend to be a snake.
I mean, after we take a long rest after this mission, you can turn into whatever you want. Well,
Yeah, no, it's all good. But then I guess I gotta dip out of this situation. So all
We'll
I
just
can do is
pretend
move
like-
around.
we'll pretend you weren't a snake that opened the lever for us with the staff.
Yeah, how about that,
So
eh?
what I can do, so since I have spells, I'm able to do. I'm hoping that it works, but I'm able to do like speak with animals to have them help me in a situation. So I guess am I able to
For
go outside?
sure that happened. And you spoke to an eagle and it was like, sure, buddy.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
and that happened. That was what it was.
We'll
So
go
And
with
he,
that.
what
and
I
he
can
showed
do
up
with-
and he was like, freedom! And he fucked off after.
Basically, so I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go outside of this doorway as a person now.
Alright.
I'm gonna go outside of the doorway, and I'm gonna look around the area, and I'm gonna try to find an animal. And unfortunately, all I can find are, I guess, a horde of field mice. So I'm gonna try to communicate with these field mice.
Like right now in the middle of battle?
Yeah, to try to get them to help me out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Alright.
Oh, horde of
So,
field
just
mice.
for the record, I mean, this is you. And the lever's already pulled, and you're already in the field. So you're in the middle of the yard at this point.
Oh, I wanted to go. No, I wanted to go around.
Oh no no no
To
no
the
no
side
no
of
no
the-
no no! See the damage has been done.
Oh,
Like the
Jesus.
gate's open. The gate's open.
Yeah,
You're through the
you're
gate.
done.
All that's
You're done.
happened. An eagle did it. A bunch of field mice did it. A fucking giraffe, a hippopotamus did it.
All right. So
I
I'm
don't
gonna
give
go
a
ahead
shit.
with that move anyway. I'm gonna try to communicate with these mice to help me to cause, some, chaos.
Extreme pain.
For
at
sure.
the feet.
So
no,
you-
to cause chaos at the feet.
Okay.
To,
Is it one action to cast that?
I.
What does it say on your actions?
Is it the spell description will say?
It says right here, for speak with animals. Now what? This is my
It's a
first
casting
time
time
doing
of
this.
one action,
Yeah, one action. There we go. I
which
see
means
now.
that you
Yeah,
can
one
pull it
action.
off right here and now. And so, like so much Ace Ventura, you suddenly
These other mice help me in these times of battle.
call out to nature to come to you. And from all around, 16 field mice
Perfect. Perfect.
come raging out from all around. Quick as you please, like you were the fucking Pied motherfucking Piper.
Holy shit. That's
My
good.
friends have come to help me in this time of need.
The camera
Right,
does kind of a
look.
360 around you as you're a Disney princess for a moment. Yeah, as you're receiving all of your furry friends. They come around you and they're like, all in a weird kind of perfect circle around you. They're Rat King, as it were. And most of them came out of the hay, much to someone's chagrin, possibly. I'm not sure. Although while you were in there, you didn't see a one, so testament to their stealth. With that in mind, you do have a movement at this time, given technically you have not moved this turn.
Okay, and then that move would enable me to make an action with the mice, or no?
No.
No, so I'm able to bounce out though, right?
You are able to go where you please, and
Okay. The mice follow me.
Your beast companions are good for a favor. They're not like, possessed of you.
Yeah, right.
They're like, "What's up, buddy? We heard you called."
But that will be for my next turn, correct?
For sure.
Okay, so I'm going to use my final move to go to where I believe it will be safe. I'm going to scurry over to behind the hay barrel to where Orion was previously.
All right.
Take cover, like the coward that I am.
So, like, here-ish. Passing by these guys to get to here-ish.
Yeah.
Yes.
You and your mice rush over to cover behind the massive wagon. Your little furry friends come with you, chittering all the way. Right on.
Now.
In the live-action version, let's see if we can get Jim Carrey to reprise the role. Barium!
Yes,
Camera
sir.
swings in upon your scaly snout. Tell me of heroism. Tell me of legendary actions.
So there's still one guard left facing, there's like next to Bjorn, right?
Indeedy, duty, there is.
Is he within a touch cantrip range?
He's going to touch me.
You're on the far left, and he's on the far right of the middle camera there.
So it's a little distance then? Too far for a touch?
You can run in on him.
Because I would like to run in and use my shocking grasp.
It's legal. We can make that happen.
And I get an advantage on the attack roll if the target is wearing armor made of metal.
I said these guys had leathers on, and I will
Leather,
stick with it. In as much as I'd love to have him pop like a can of ravioli in a microwave. It's just not in the cards today. I'm sorry.
That's alright, I still want to do it.
Hit it. Is it an attack roll on your part? It is an attack roll on your part.
So I need to do the hit, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Rolled a 24 at a +4 bonus on that, so 24 total.
As you run in upon him,
Then, wait, I didn't roll damage. That was just hit.
yeah, I know. I just wanted to. It just seemed fitting.
It's a nat 20, so
It's with. Wait, why did I roll 2 dice?
Because when you roll a nat 20, you get double damage.
Oh, all right. Well, I rolled 13. It's a crit.
It is. 13 total with your bonus included.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
gonna
the bonus
assume
is.
that. Yeah, it's all digital. All right.
Yeah. 8
we
plus
will-
5.
I'm happy with that. Rule of cool being what it is. I'm gonna mulligan that shit. You run in on Buddy, and where you suddenly explode with Raiden touch upon him, giving him the old Raiden Shiatsu. He explodes backwards, bursting away in slow motion as the expulsion of blue energy bursts like a massive flower of death from your fingertips upon him. As he sails to a clattering standstill on the ground a few feet away from you, the camera pans along the three of you, showing the yard more or less quiet save for the chittering of nearby mice and scampering mechanics. Junkmen. Sorry, laborers. They're not mechanics. The mechanics inside.
Nice.
nicely done. Very nicely done.
Much better than my rolls.
Yeah.
As the camera pans around to show Gary situated inside the shop once again, the mechanic looks you up and down and hefts the wrench ready for an incoming strike. As you,
Yikes. So, the hole's still there, right? How far away is the hole I made?
it's about 10 feet away, 15 if you include the run up the wall to get to it. It's like here. Behind you.
Alright, then. Alright. Can I pull out my short sword and just stab him
Yes?
across his face like a corn?
You 100% can.
Cut his face off.
Okay. I'm gonna roll for a hit.
Okay.
I got 16.
That is gonna hit him. That is gonna hit him hard.
Also gonna roll for damage.
That sounds like a
9.
plan. 9 total?
Yeah, 5 plus 4, 9.
Very nice, very nice. As you... The fellow simply falls backwards as you slash open his throat.
Oh.
Nice.
Blood
not dead.
spews outwards in a bit of a geyser, landing around the entirety of the chamber as it spatters and smears around, turning the entirety of the bay into a charnel house. His body lies limp on the ground, still fountaining somewhat, as though he had, like, hundreds of gallons of blood inside him at high pressure.
That's great. Now I can take off his face.
You do so. Slowly and meticulously does it get peeled away. And a moment later, you have another face.
God damn it, Gary. You sick bastard.
I fixed
Is another person?
Silent Flame.
Yeah, that's the guard on the stairs.
Oh yeah. How far away is he?
He's like 10 feet from you.
Darn. He has a crossbow, right?
Some sort of a short bow.
Short bow. That's what the other guard.
He's gonna be toast when my mice have their way.
I'll just knock over a table and take cover, if I can.
Hide behind the engine or something, maybe?
I feel like if he shoots the engine, it might damage it. I think it's gonna...
Yeah, don't damage the engine.
Is he smart enough though for that? No.
Yeah, this robot's fearing something right now.
Yeah, what the hell, Gary?
Yeah, he goes in face first, and now he's afraid.
All right, bro. I guess I'll rush him.
Might as well. You have mice on the backup, dude. Might as well.
Yeah, you got an army of mice coming.
I'm coming.
That'll be
dude.
helpful.
I'm coming. One move to get there. You see, help you out. I think
Sorry,
I have
that
to
didn't
do a
sound like I'd helped,
persuasion
but you
roll,
make it up
though.
the stairs. Your footfall is mechanical and impactful as tile explodes around your feet as you step heavily through the space, closing the distance upon the guard. The rungs of the stairs bust away underfoot as you climb up and close upon your quarry. The feared look in his eyes is apparent as soon as you come within distance. But from there, over to him as he desperately throws away the bow and draws his blade as it swings with a 12 plus bonus for, actually, hang on, does 15 hit Gary?
Kind of crazy, bro. I think
Yes.
I'm out of here.
Does he is?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
What's your AC, Gary?
My armor?
Yeah.
14.
Yeah, armor comes 14.
This guy's gonna roll a 1 plus 1, and shwank! The blade ricochets off of Gary's steel carapace for 2 points of slashing damage. As he attempts to pierce upon your flesh, he steps backwards with a further afeared look to his already afeared face. He is much afeared. And he slowly mouths, "What are you?" From there, the camera pans over to show the mechanics rush past and around and inside the doorway. They leave it open, as they do, as they rush inside. Disappearing from view, your field mice chitter their disapproval at you allowing them to escape. And they hold a vote, but they come to the consensus you're still the Rat King.
Nice.
Who says democracy doesn't work? So with that said, that's me for now. The camera will pan in upon Bjorn once again.
Done.
So can I make it to the doorway?
You possibly, yeah, you can make it just to the doorway on a double move.
Okay. On the double.
That's going around all this shit. I'd allow an athletics to see if you can clear over the side of it. You can make
Yeah.
it. You can make that in one. Rule.
Yeah, if I
Make me.
I'll do the athletics.
Okay, throw me athletics.
18.
Terrific stuff. Like so much parkour expert. The camera pans in along. And you land in the door. There you go.
Shit.
As you get there in one movement, you see the dudes. You can actually hear the fellows shouting out inside the space beyond. The space inside here is fairly open, but there's a set of stairs going down, and you can see the silhouettes of them descending. This space on the first floor has a bunch of bric-a-brac and junk and shit as well as a couple workbenches. You see a couple nice-looking bits of stuff, but nothing jumps out at you in the moment as you're looking towards the silhouettes of these figures descending down the stairs. And as you look towards them, and you can hear them shouting out, "Furush! Furush!" You can hear them shouting out for their boss.
Okay.
Do you give chase towards them, or what do you do? Do you shoot at them?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and hit one of them with a Sacred Flame.
Okay.
So that's gonna be a Dex check at 13.
The one guy rolls a 13 plus bonus.
All right. So he's gonna take nothing.
Oh, is it a cantrip? All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
As you reach out against him, reaching through the ether upon, you are shown no effect in the brief moment as your focus goes awry for some reason. From there, any other actions? Anything to declare?
No, that's it.
Very good. From there, the camera pans across to show the wagon, and then panning overhead, we see Orion on the other side. Orion, what shall you do today?
Okay, so I'm still at the gate, right?
Yes, sir.
I know that dead body.
Oh, sorry, this
Okay.
guy, your buddy, is right here. Hello.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay. Before I move or anything, I'm gonna dunk my hands in the blood of my enemy that I just killed, and I'm gonna put like a blood handprint on my face to look really intimidating
Okay.
and menacing. In my 3'7", 69-pound stature.
I'd cross the street.
Yeah. You don't
So
want
little.
to fuck with me. I'm petite, but I'm vicious.
It's all the small ones. It's always the small ones. It is.
That's true.
The little baby. Where's your mom?
Okay, and then I'm just gonna take the easy route and go through the door and flank that guard. I don't know he's there, obviously, but I'm gonna go through that door where Gary and the guard are, and I can move that far, right? I think it's within reach.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Is there, if I want to sneak up on this guard, is there any advantage to that, or am I already flanking him?
You're already flanking him.
Okay. Okay, yeah, then I'll just, I'll take a stab at him from behind and try
Okay.
and rip his kidneys out or something.
That's fine. Let's hear about it.
So, yeah, so as I approach the door from the outside, the blood slowly dripping down my face, the handprint, my hood over my head, my dagger's still covered in fresh blood from my last enemy. Gonna sneak up behind this guy and notice Gary at the bottom of the stairs just coming up, and then I'm gonna go try and stab him right in the kidneys, make him really hurt, you know. And
You're just gonna put extra effort into it, is what you're saying.
yeah,
I
like
totally-
I all of a sudden just don't like this guy for some reason. Maybe it's his
Alright.
haircut or something.
He's wearing a helmet. I mean, I get it. I totally get it. The helmet sucks too.
And there's like a hint of a mullet peeking out the bottom.
yeah, I see like some hair sticking out of the male, and I'm like, oh.
He doesn't use the same hair products as I do. He needs to die. I mean, it's the Middle East.
Exactly.
People kill each other for lesser reasons.
That's right. That's
So-
right. So I rolled really shitty on the first attack, and I got a 9. I don't think that hits. But then
I'm sorry, you rolled a what now?
I rolled a 9,
Yeah, no, that totally no.
but then I rolled a nat 20 plus 5.
Man, why you gotta do me like that? Okay, so when you roll a nat 20 on because you don't have to declare sneak damage. You declare sneak damage, but it's just your first attack that hits with it uses it. So my point being is, you actually double your sneak attack damage as well.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
yeah, you double your weapon damage
Okay.
plus your sneak damage, and then you add your bonus once.
Okay. So 8 plus 4, so 12. Oh, I got to double. Do I have to double my sneak attack? Did you say?
Yeah, you roll twice.
Okay, roll twice. So 6 plus 8, so 14.
So 14 and 12. Okay. I mean, all right. I mean, you know.
No, just 14. Sorry, just
Oh,
14
what?
total.
What are you talking about?
14
14
total.
total.
Yeah, I missed on my first dagger,
Yeah.
and then my second dagger I hit him with an 8, and then my sneak attack doubled was 6.
Okay, so it was 14 total.
Yes,
And
14
then-
total.
And that was with your bonus?
That was with the bonus, yeah.
Okay, great. As long as everything's tallied. We'll mulligan that one as well as you rush in upon him and stab in underneath the plates of his armor. He gives a light Wilhelm before he falls off to the one side, landing down on the ground next to the mechanic with a schblut.
Excellent, excellent. Another victim to add to the targets of death.
And that's my turn, I think.
Very nice. As the camera pans against the scene for a brief moment, it shows an empty room, and then we quickly pan around to Zolraja, who is situated alongside several field mice as Bjorn fires a few arcanic phrases, a few words of his god down the down into the chamber, down after his quarry. What do you do, Zolraja?
So have we? I think everyone's finished off the guards now. I'm not aware of what our current goal is now, right?
The mechanics who ran downstairs were the junk people who were yelling
Yeah.
for someone.
They're trying to summon Farouche.
I probably should have let people know.
But you don't know this, Dan. You don't know this. So, for all you know, we're still fighting in that room.
Okay, so unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna be able to keep these mice for that long. So I think they're gonna have to scamper off. So I guess I'm gonna make my way to regroup with Bjorn, which I think is not too far from me.
He jumped down the vent, I think, didn't he?
No, I'm just on the other side of the cart there.
Oh,
You can
okay.
see me in the middle camera.
Oh yeah, okay, there you go.
Right,
Yeah.
he's like right behind me. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna make my move and I'm gonna regroup with him. And I think unfortunately the mice took off, but when I get inside, I'm gonna try to use another one. Try to use a persuasion roll to maybe get another animal down there to help.
What? I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me? Wait, you really cannot hear? Can you hear
I
me
couldn't.
now?
I could barely make you out. No, it's
Oh,
something
no,
about.
I'm gonna make my way and I'm gonna regroup with Bjorn, who's like right behind me. But you know, that's kind of where the main objective is. I'm gonna make my way and regroup with him.
Okay.
The mice unfortunately had left me because I wasn't, you know, I had no goal for them. So when I regroup with him, I'm gonna try to. Is there anything around? Are there any other animals around me? Anything else that I can maybe try to do a persuasion on?
I mean, maybe. You're not really sure. You don't see anything readily. There are some birds up high away, but you're kind of in the middle of a desert.
won't-
It's not like there's not a lot of wildlife just kicking around.
True.
There's like maybe the odd tarantula.
A tarantula.
Legit.
It's gonna
I mean,
be
shit.
very useless. I have like no. I can't really make any steps right now. I'm not very useful at the moment. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna regroup.
You
and
can send those mice down the stairwell.
Yeah, the mice actually at this point, as you try to summarily dismiss them, one of them steps forward and is like, which translates in
It's only
subtitles
because
to, "What the fuck, man? You
yeah.
summoned us all out here. We're here now. What?"
Only because unfortunately I'm not sure how much time do I have to use them, because I did have an idea that I would like to make a persuasion roll to get them to go down the stairs and try to, disrupt those the two workers. So am I able to make
Yeah,
that?
send them down there.
Yeah, your spell says you can talk to them for 10 minutes, so that's going to be
A persuasion
rounds.
roll? Oh, okay. So I guess can I make a persuasion roll to try to get them to go down the staircase? And I'll make a move to have the mice distract those guards, so hopefully we can get Bjorn to take him out before they reach the boss. And he is a known of our current situation.
I mean, I'm thinking I'm willing to see that through.
Okay, so
Talk to those mice.
I did a 3 plus 5, so it's 8 for persuasion.
I'm sorry, how much persuasion?
I have a plus 5, but I rolled a 3, so it's only an 8.
As you stand there, taken aback by their protest of you attempting to dismiss them, the lot of them circle closer and closer in the moment, and one of them runs up onto your shoulder and says, which translates in subtitles to, "We're here for you."
Aw.
That's beautiful.
Alright, tell them what you want to do.
Listen, little mice, I need you to scurry down the staircase over here, okay? And I need you to distract these guards. Help Bjorn. Now go.
The one looks down and next thing you know, the whole of them river off in a massive furry river of white as they make their way down the stairs towards your quarry.
Thanks.
And so with that said, from our man Zoraja, who is actually reconnoitering with, I'm assuming you're following in with, to join in behind? Am I correct in that assumption? Zoraja?
What?
Are you regrouping with Bjorn still, as I've placed
Yes.
you in behind him?
Yes.
Terrific stuff.
Yes.
Thank you. So with that said, your little mice friend fuck off into the chamber, heading down after the dudes. Meanwhile, you rush in behind your friend, taking up his rear, and Oriadna. The camera swings around. Actually, it's going to swing around like that, because otherwise it won't stand anywhere. And it shows you yonder on the stairs, your short stature, next to eye level with Gary, who's two steps down from. Actually, Gary's eye level with your crotch. But anyway, Oran, what's up?
Well, is it,
The room is empty.
I think
No,
it goes...
it's Barry's turn.
What?
Yeah, I already went.
Oh, so Raja just went. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought Bjorn just went. Barium, since since your DM, who's an idiot, has been summarily corrected, why don't you take your turn?
Don't worry about it, I ain't helping you either.
My move is going to be simple. I just wanted to regroup with Bjorn. Just
Terrific stuff. Camera
taking together.
follows in behind you as you make your way around to where they stand. Are you double moving it, or did you want to athleticize yourself as well and make your way in one movement over to where Bjorn is?
Like to try one movement.
Okay, throw me athletics. If you fuck it up, things get bad. I'm just, throwing that out there. It's actually if you fuck it up really badly. The old golden rule in D&D is five or worse.
I rolled a 13.
Okay, terrific stuff. You athletically jump up onto the wagon and roast across over, landing down next to Bjorn here. You still have a movement or an action, and you can see around the corner of the door.
So there were a couple engineers running there, right?
Laborers, not engineers. I keep fucking that up. But you
Laborers.
you can't actually get a bead on them for a line of sight. You have to be able to move. So
would I be able to just start into the building?
yeah, absolutely.
It's a staircase, right?
You can close the distance right on them if you want.
I would like to close the distance.
Okay. You disappeared down into the chamber, and I'm gonna have to set up another set piece here, but that's okay. We'll put this to the side because nobody's using that. And we're gonna grab that. Bam.
Bam.
Coming in from.
Nice hat, bro.
Thanks, bro.
So only Bjorn heard that they were going to speak to Farouche, right?
I think so.
I think so.
I wasn't close enough to hear it.
Zolraja.
So I was right behind him. I like to assume that I could hear it.
You weren't right behind him. You were across the yard behind the wagon, and they were shouting it into the chamber while running downstairs. So I'm gonna say that. What's your passive perception?
My perception is with the, you mean the plus? Or, oh wait,
You're plus 10.
perception is 14.
Okay, terrific stuff. You heard shouting as they were running inside. You would insight that they're shouting for their boss.
Okay.
I'm trying to use buildings.
So then my rats or my mice aren't just going in there going, all right, we're just staring at walls.
Yeah,
they're
probably
chasing
fine.
after the dudes. That's what you wanted, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Because my goal is to hopefully slow them down so that one of my useful mates can get there. I mean, I could mold the earth.
Bro, you're
make a
useful.
little cube. Well, in situations right now, I'm really not. Because we're kind of in a confined area, and like he said, there's not very many animals.
This is a situation as any.
Well, it's because, like you said, my whole kit, my whole spell kit is kind of based around animals, and if there aren't very many in the area, I can't do much. I have mold earth, so in a tight way, I can maybe, make a hole and dump someone in the hole, like underneath them. But I gotta be pretty close. I'd like to
Just dunk them. Make a single.
I can do that, but I don't think I'm close enough to these the workers. Which is right now, there's no animals.
Man.
Animal, but animal.
Yeah, because it's like I can talk to him.
Ish. I don't know. We'll go there.
Can you talk to the worms?
I don't think so. They gotta be within sight.
Oh.
There could be one poking up above ground, and I could be like, bro.
Summon your earthling.
Bring me your agents.
I love that you're the Rat King.
Dirty rat.
It's all I could find. All the snakes would be hiding. The only thing that I could probably see popping around here was.
The doity rat.
I knew we were in the desert, so I'm like, what the fuck would be around? Like, ain't no spiders in hell me. I didn't think of that though.
Scorpions, bro. Scorpions.
They're too slow.
Mermaids.
They're too hot.
Mermen.
Also
They're
too hot.
Mermen. They're too hot.
They make me look like bad, man. No, it's not cool. They all got abs and shit. I can't handle that. They're mermen. All they do is use their
All they do
fucking
is swim.
abs
yeah,
all
so
day. Yeah.
ripped as fuck.
That sucks,
Wait,
man.
Wait, maybe it's a merman. Like the top half is a fish, and the bottom half is a human
Well,
being.
now I got a chance again. I'm in the running. I'm good at that.
Yeah, then he'd have jacked legs. Fucking veiny ass feet.
Can you imagine the reason you got rejected? You skipped leg day. I'm sorry! No!
Shredded veiny.
That's what I get for dating Miss Universe. Or something. Alright. So I've got kind of a set here. Oh, sorry, I kind of forgot some furnishings and shit, didn't I? Alright. Who looks to be...
I wonder if this boss guy has any guards with him.
Well, he has 3 lads.
Dude, I bet you he has an army of mice himself.
Oh, to be sure. I mean, who wouldn't?
Hopefully he has like a pet pig in there.
You can have like a little Pokemon battle with mice.
I hope he's one of those bosses that has like a pet that he's like petting or some shit. Like, just,
Like rat, it's rat-tat. It is.
just a giant rat. Just rats everywhere. I mean, I should be okay. There's gotta be rats everywhere. First aid dibs, you call it first.
Yeah, brother.
Spider on the wall.
Alright, there we go. There's perfect stuff. Right, so you guys, you go rushing down with them. Trying to think of whatever other bric-a-brac to throw around here. But, no, that should be done there. As you make your way down the stairs, the whole of this area becomes apparent. This was the first floor, and you're descending down, so this is the cutaway, of course, and you can see, well, this is the cutaway, and you can see down into the fucking space there as you're, making your way in. So you can see there's a bunch of chairs, there's a large keg in the one corner, and there's a table with a chest and a bunch of stuff strewn around on the table. And
Wait, you moved Solraja down the stairs, not Barium?
Covariance, yeah.
oh, sorry.
See, Solraja's trying to see him. Look at that. Trying to steal my move.
I didn't cheat on purpose. I didn't.
Oh,
I
you did?
know, I'm just fucking with you.
Dude, guys, it's
We're all
alright.
here for it.
I found a good animal that I might be able to get us to help.
Did you literally Google desert animals?
Yes, I did. I fucking not know what to do, dude. I'm sick of looking like an idiot.
But did you Google D&D desert animals?
Yeah, it says right here there's a jackal.
Okay. Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Probably not in the basement though.
No, running, scurrying.
It's a basement jackal, bro.
Jackals running through the work yard. There could be a pack that always comes around, and I'm just gonna try
That's
to
a good
lure
idea,
them.
though. Because you have in the back here.
Really testing my patience for yes and, aren't you? Alright, let's hit it.
Dude, I don't know what I'm doing.
No, it's all good. You're doing great.
No,
You're
it's
doing great,
fucking
actually.
easy, dude.
I mean, honestly, bravo.
It's making it more entertaining.
Yeah, fucking A, that's what it's about. Where were we though? So yeah, like I was saying, not Zul'Raja rushes down the stairs and comes upon the mechanics. Sorry, the not mechanics, for fuck me, that are rushing away, doing their best to survive the day. We don't need that extra. So with that said, you descend down into the chamber. It is dimly lit in here with a couple torches around the space. Amidst everything else, there is there's a fat hookah on the table. Just knocked to the side. I guess that'll be the hookah. Now I gotta fucking make like a miniature hookah at some point, but whatever. So you're rushing upon the place. There's a table to the one side, a bunch of chairs littered about the area, and you can see a couple blood stains on the floor around one of the chairs, as well as blood stains across a bunch of cards that are situated on the table. I don't actually have my playing cards. I wish I knew where those went. But the laborers are hurriedly rushing towards the doorway as fast as their legs can carry them, as they continue to shout, "Furush! Furush, open up! Furush!" And with that, from Barium on his double movement to Gary once again. Just for measurement's sake, maybe we can put you right there, right next to them, or at least 5 feet away there. Point being, though, is as you disappear down into there, the camera swings around to show where Gary is on the stairs, still eye level with Orion's crotch.
Is there enough room for Gary to stand there?
Alright, Gary.
With his massive balls in front of him? I don't know.
Big Gary's massive metal balls.
Or Orion's massive balls? Metal balls. He had one removed and a surrogate put in, an implant.
That's
Anyway.
right. Gary, you there?
Yeah, okay, I think it's done. Sorry, it was really loud. It's my turn now?
It is.
Yeah.
Okay. The guard's dead, so... Can I go take a look at the engine?
Yes.
Oh.
Hey, it's one of them
That's why it's so
jackals.
loud.
I hear jackals.
It's a jackal.
Alright, guys, I'll talk to it.
Alright, Gary. Check that thing out.
I don't have that much knowledge, right?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm bad.
It's okay.
Damn it.
I
So
don't think
Raj,
your
you
dog
get that.
likes. I don't think your dog likes you to look at the engine.
Okay, so... do I just get an intelligence check?
You can make an investigation. No, actually, sorry. That's wisdom. Yeah, it's gonna be an intelligence check. Give me 1 sec, actually. Yeah, it's just straight intelligence.
Okay, I rolled a 5.
Okay. Of all the engines you've ever seen, this is certainly one of them. Judging from the size of it, it's big, and it looks like it's made of mostly metal. In fact, all metal. That part right there is probably where the engineering happens. Overall, it's very engine.
Very interesting assumption. So, I pick it up and show it to my
Well, how
friend.
heavy is it?
It's humongous. It's literally that is to scale. I want to say like
Wow.
it's
I'm
on
really strong,
it's
so,
on a
How the
crate.
fuck do we get it out of here? Holy
How
shit.
they get it in here?
The mice will do it.
I attempt to lift it up.
You're
I mean,
gonna kill yourself.
It's a set of double
so
doors on
strong,
it.
dude. I'm so strong. Strength check?
Okay.
Check.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah, you're looking over the engine. I mean, it is what it is. It's very much a hunk of metal. From what you understand, the big pipes on top do things, and stuff happens inside. Much like you have a hole in the back that does things, a hole in the front that does things, and stuff happens inside you.
Nice. So I can't pick it up. Is what
No.
you're saying. Darn.
I mean, what's your character's strength score?
Let me check. Like it's bonus?
No, your actual score.
Okay. Strength. Strength.
Guys, I know how we can get that thing out of there.
14.
Okay, so it's reasonable, but it's not going to be enough, even almost, to do anything with the engine.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Guess I'll walk outside through the hole I made and take a look around.
Okay, you walk out into the flume and look up. I mean, you're in a 5x5 space at this point. And that's what this space is. It's just an airspace, an airway. But as you jump up into there and the smoke from the forge, you can see it billowing up and out and overhead. That's your turn. Camera's gonna swing from Gary too. So as we set upon these two,
I have 5.
rush in. Whoosh! The door bursts open as the first of them runs in, and then the second one follows a second later. And you hear a loud "Ugh!" and a rumbling, and suddenly the unfurling of some sort of gear, and then nothing. And from where you're situated, you know what? Barium can see this guy step into view. And he's holding a large spiked cudgel. A large spiked club. But like a professionally made, like if you imagine someone professionally took a baseball bat and professionally placed, tiny spikes all around it.
Lucille?
It's a straight up well-made mace. Yeah, like 1,000 times worse.
Lucille.
Yeah, Lucille on another level, I guess. I don't know. Nth level Lucille.
With spikes.
So he steps into view, hefting this bat, and he himself is actually dressed in what looks like a metal chest plate and a loincloth ginch. He looks like he means. No, I'm kidding. He's wearing some decent armor though.
Sounds like something I wear on a Saturday.
Right. When you got a kick-ass buy, but go to the bar at. So anyway, he steps into view, and the camera pans from there to Bjorn once again, showing you outside.
All right.
That's scary.
I'm gonna run down these stairs and towards them.
So, running in, down the stairs, and reaching in one movement alongside your companion.
All right.
Hey there, buddy.
Yeah. So I got vision on him, but I can't get into melee, right?
You can't get into melee now.
Okay.
You've got line of sight on the laborers and the club-wielding soldier inside the office.
All
He
right.
looks like a professional bodyguard.
I'm gonna ask Valkyr for some assistance and try and burn him with a sacred flame.
All right.
The big club guy.
That sounds good. My guy rolls a 6.
So he is gonna take 7 damage.
Terrific.
Oh, clerics are strong.
Don't lower the savior.
How much damage? 8?
7, sorry.
7. Much burnination doth take place as you expel a sacred flame against him. The radiant flames causing radiant, not flame damage. Totally important distinction. So nothing around him sets on fire. In fact, he is just burned, scalded, like a bad sunburn. Just all over his body, like you microwaved him where he stood. It goes ding, signaling that he's done. And from there, any other actions to declare? You move,
No,
you
that's
do the
it.
thing, and then no bonus. Very nice. Bjorn, you stand there for a brief moment as the camera pans against your face, showing an expression of what? Right on. As you piously thank the god, the light shines down upon you where you stand, making you look epic, and there's like a weird billow of all your cloak by an unseen gale force. From there, Orion.
Alright.
You watch as Gary jumps up into the hole he's made in the wall and looks up towards the sky.
What the hell are you doing, Gary?
You say to yourself as he's not paying attention to you.
I guess I will, so there's no other doors, nothing in this room, it's just...
Nope. There's just a set of double doors leading down. As you guys look around, now I said there was nothing hanging, but you can see that there is a crane overhead.
Okay.
This is a pretty
is there-
primitive thing, but it is there.
Okay, and so do I see this crane, like, does it just lift the engine up kind of thing? Is that all this crane really does?
It looks like there's a cantilever to it where someone is supposed to hang from it or
Okay.
stand on it. You're not sure, but it's basically there's the crane overhead, and it looks like it can turn, and it's got a chain with a hook hanging on it, and then there's no counterweight on the other side.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna assume that I'm pretty useless here by myself. I feel like this is like a 2-person job.
Mhm.
And with Gary leaving, I think I'm just gonna vacate the room for now. And can I make it down those stairs to where everybody else is in one move, or how far away is that?
Yeah, you can double it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll run down the stairs there because there's no point. I kind of look around the room, see this crane, see all these contraptions. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of like,
You look around the space, you look at the bodies, you look towards Gary, and you look at the forge, and a moment later, no, I need that. You turn around and rush through the door, heading out through the. That is a set of double doors. So saying, heading out the double doors. Oh man, cooperate, you fuckers. There. As you head out the double doors and rush, double moving all the way over to there, and of course, bam, there you are. And that's you. Bonus action to declare.
Yeah, no, I don't really have anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zul Raja.
Okay, so our main goal is to get that engine, right?
Yes. Ish.
Okay, so
To be
I can
honest,
see-
your goal here was to collect a debt. Summarily, you guys have murdered this guy's staff
Yes.
and are now assaulting upon his main office.
You
So
should probably try talking.
you were here to collect $2,000. That's all you were here for, is to collect 200
So
platinum.
we're gonna take this engine and then scrap it for the payment, correct?
That's
Maybe.
maybe we'll see. I mean,
Okay,
Probably
so
just start getting.
I'm gonna plan. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna notice that Bjorn and Barium have it under control down over there, so I'm no longer needed there. So I'm gonna do my best in one move. I'm gonna try to get as close as I can to Gary and start screaming out to Gary, I need you to punch hole, smash wall, smash, because my goal is to gather around a group of camels so that we can kind of do like a dolly type situation to pull out this engine. But at first I need Gary to smash a hole in the wall. So I'm going to use one move to get as close as I can to him.
Why do you need him to smash a hole in the wall?
So that we can have the camels drag the engine out, because there's no way that thing's going to fit through the doorway, right?
No, it'll fit. I changed out the doorway because I realized I used the wrong door. I
double
put a
door
set of double doors on it.
All right. So
It's
then
still
I'll
a
just-
set of stairs.
So then I'll take one move to get as close as I can back to where the engine is.
Okay.
And then I notice in my surroundings a group of camels that are being sold.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to talk to them and
All
ask
in
them
6
to,
seconds, right? All in 6 seconds.
What do you mean?
One
Each turn is-
combat round.
Well, I was gonna just use Okay, so yeah, you're right. I'm gonna use one move to get as close as I can to where the engine is, and then I'll use my last one to observe the area to see if I can find any camels.
Okay, so I'll do you one better.
Yes.
You already know that there's a wagon. It's just got a bunch of hay in it, just situated
Yeah.
outside. There's that, and you could hand cart the engine. So you could literally just take the engine and hand cart it out of here. Alternatively, you could go hunting for some sort of labor beast. Not saying you couldn't, but you're not going to be able to find one in 6 seconds or during the combat.
Okay.
If you're leaving the combat altogether, that's totally fine. Like, you do you, and we'll
Yeah,
settle
that's
up.
what I'm going to do, because at the moment I'm
All
not
right.
using the combat. So
Cool.
my goal is to try to get us an extra bounty by taking this engine.
That's fine. Zulraja takes a quick glance about, realizes his skills are better used elsewhere, and you disappear from the scene. Rushing out, the camera pans against you in the yard outside as it shows you idly make your way past the cart and through the gate, heading out towards the merchants, the stables, and where you know that there should be some sort of four-legged creature to acquire. From there to Barium.
So the guard with the bludgeon is still alive, right?
Very much.
So he's within striking distance, I'm assuming.
He
That's
is
a
very
guard.
much not.
Or is that Farouche?
He's not within striking distance. Melee.
So the guard in question, if you look at the here we go. Sort of, kind of. Come on. This is not working. There we go. So the fellow is on the left, and you were on the right.
So can I attack with a crossbow then?
You can. You could also close the distance on him like you did the last one, if you're so inclined. You can see that he's wearing metal.
You could try.
But I don't like the idea of charging through a doorway without knowing what else is on the other side. Because I mean, you can see through the doorway, and I know 2 workers went through, and I know that guy's there, but I don't know what else is there. And we had seen blood near a chair on, what was that? Was that this floor? Yeah, it was in this room that we're in. So I don't think that would be a wise decision to rush through.
So
I prefer to take a shot with a crossbow, see if I can hit the guy.
make a roll.
But my hit, I rolled a 6.
Okay. As you stare into the chamber, you sight upon your quarry. Your crossbow flashes from your belt into your hand as you fumble a bolt into the trough, yanking it back and releasing. You release a little too early. Narrowly missing your own finger with the string, the bolt ricochets off the door frame, harmlessly smashing against the bricks. Anything else to declare, sir?
No.
As you look down towards your crossbow in dismay and then back at your quarry, it's almost as if he hasn't noticed. And the camera pans back to Gary.
So I'm still staring at the sky, right?
You are. You see a bird pass by. You hear the classic sort of eagle scream that you always hear in movies as it goes by. Yeah, totally. That was great. 5 experience.
Thanks.
It's perfect, in fact.
I feel threatened. Start throwing rocks at the bird.
They ricochet around the hole of the flume and nearly hit you on the way back down.
Alright. Guess I'll walk around, look for the other party members, real, and then just follow them around until I tell them.
You might find Dan. He was coming towards you. I mean,
I'll proudly show off my face. I have 2 faces.
The camera pans down upon you as you look up at the sky, and then it shows you slowly make your way inside, realizing that you're... Goddamn door! Realizing that you're alone here. Goddamn door! Okay, as I was saying, realizing that you're alone as you pass through it, coming out over here and making your way along, you look around, you see the dead bodies, you know all is well in the world, as a nearby guard starts shouting out about the murdered bodies around the place. You ignore him and continue looking for your compatriots, making your way along, taking far more movement than is allowed, because why the fuck not? You eventually meander down into this room and see your friend there. There's Orion. There's Bjorn. There's the Dragonborn fella. There they all are. And once again, you're reunited with your friends. And that's the end of your turn. From there, it's over to me, and the camera's going to pan along the scene. Hang on a sec, that freaking wire is just going to fuck things up. Alright. Okay. You need to play ball. There, thank you. Speak to your manager. God damn. Okay, there we go.
I'm missing guys, I swear.
Oh my god. We'll do this. Terrific. That's perfectly out of focus. Like that. Come on, play ball. Fuck you. Okay. Oh wow, that's not a good shot. Sort of? Kind of? I want to believe? No? Alright. That is not gonna work. So we'll just keep it at a distance. Okay. Come on. Into the sand. There you go. Perfect. Alright, as I was saying. The fellow with the club shoves the one laborer out of the way. The fellow shouts as he's thrown to the floor, and the fellow runs forward and produces a crossbow. And as he does, he sees the two of you, realizing there's more than one. He claps a shot into it and fires with an 8+ bonus for 13. Does that hit Bjorn?
It does not.
It ricochets against your pauldron. Sorry, you're wearing what kind of armor?
I got chainmail and a big shield.
Okay, terrific. You quickly whip your shield in front of you as it ricochets off. Twanging off it, it leads off into some bricks nearby, smashing to bits. He swears and then moves such to shut the door ever so slightly, taking cover behind it. You hear a bunch of clattering around, and a moment later, you hear, "Open it!" And as the door, hang on, I just gotta get a piece of. Wait, no, okay, sorry. As the door gets swung open again, Furush steps out, holding a massive ballista with his huge belly next to the huge stalk of it. As the camera pans against him, for a moment he just grins and says, "Say hello to my little friend!" He nat 20s like a motherfucker, I am not kidding.
Oh, fuck.
Damn, this is gonna
bro.
suck for someone. So I'm gonna 1d2 it. 1, 2. Odds being 1. And that's a 2. Bjorn, my buddy, how you doing?
Probably pretty bad.
No.
He's gonna roll 4d10. That's gonna be 28 points of damage.
Holy
That suddenly he fires a goddamn tree trunk out of this massive ballista that just stabs its way through you. Are you down?
I'm down.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm super down.
The camera comes kind of to the sidelong and shows Barium there as your companion just fucking gets shot out of the frame, disappearing from view, and it pans over to show the massive fat Furush holding the huge ballista. The camera pans against the scene as you watch Furush drop the ballista a moment later as it clatters to the ground. And I take the Play-Doh off his kooky self. And as it smashes to the ground, he steps forward, pulling a scimitar out from aside his belt. From aside his leg. That is my turn. And it's over to...
I'm scared.
Bjorn. Make me a death save.
So that's just a plain D20, right?
Yes, sir. 10 or better to not die.
Oh, come on, Bjorn.
Alright.
Pinned to the wall by a massive tree trunk, blood sputters and spouts from the wound around the massive chunk of wood. You stand seizuring against the wall as your first death save is failed. The camera swings from your face in anguish to Orion on the steps, aghast at the sight before him. Oh, goddamn this fucking thing. What are you doing, buddy?
Well, okay, so I'm at the top of the stairs, right?
You are.
Okay. And I saw all of this.
You did. It happened right in front of you. In fact, it was one of those scenes where it's like an empty stairwell, you hear a bunch of shouting, and then suddenly your buddy appears, stapled to the wall.
Flung back.
Fuck. Is he still in the wall? Like,
You can see he's like breathing, but he's not all there. He's like, anytime he breathes, blood spouts out of his
oh
mouth.
god.
He's alive?
He's,
Probably just closed the door.
yeah.
I don't want to touch him. I don't want to touch him. Okay, so Farouche is down there. I could get to him, right?
You can go down the stairs. You know what? I'm gonna have to use the string because this is a high tension moment. We want 100% accuracy. 5,
Yes.
10, 15, 20, 25 feet is what you have, isn't it?
I don't actually know.
I think so.
Yeah, 25 feet. Yeah, I have short strides. Fuck.
Alright, so you have 1, and then 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. You can get right to here on a single movement.
Okay, and that would be.
That's still 5 feet away from him.
5 feet away?
Yep.
Can I do daggers? What's the range on a dagger?
20 feet or 30
20.
feet.
Okay.
So you can absolutely throw one if you want, or both.
Okay. Oh, but I got a rapier. It's got 5 feet reach.
That's people adjacent to you. It has to be a 10-foot reach to hit dudes more than adjacent to you.
Okay.
More than
Might be
adjacent.
better.
Further than adjacent.
I might be better just taking a shot at him with the short bow. But first, could I like try and yell at Farouche and try and like calm the situation maybe?
I mean, sure. Do you want to tell him to calm down?
Yo, chill.
I just kind of want to try and like. No, actually, maybe not. Knowing my character loves this. He's just loving it. So, okay, I'm just gonna take a shot at Farouche.
Okay. And what does that look like then?
All right, let's see. Uh, 11.
Okay. 11 to throw a dagger at Farouche.
Oh, it's a short bow. Sorry.
Oh, it's a short bow, so you're firing at him with your arrow for 11?
Yeah.
To your surprise, he dances to the side, his massive belly jiggling about as he does so. He dexterously dekes up as the arrow sails past him, striking harmlessly into the table behind him. Actually, into the door that the fellow's taking cover at, as he like slams it into the way. That said, that was you.
Can I like do a deception check or anything? Try and lie to this guy, or can I not do that with an attack as well?
Yeah, you can't do both in the same round.
Okay, no worries. Okay, yeah, then that's me.
Okay.
This isn't going very well.
No.
We're getting shit on. It's
Okay.
raid boss.
That's fine. Cool. So you rush down the stairs, brandishing your bow and firing an arrow towards him that goes astray. As this occurs, you consider your options thus far, and the camera swings from an expression of what on your face? Frustration, anger. Okay, fair enough. Everything. That. Whatever that was. They're done. So it's the new emoji. Someone's gonna clip you and fucking turn you into an emoji. Zolraja, the camera pans against you as you leave the grounds out in search of.
So is there are there any dead guards in my view that were slaughtered?
I mean, there were on the way out.
On the way out?
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, because since I have no idea what the heck is going on in that situation, I'm gonna make my goal. Since I haven't made any steps after that, I'm gonna make my goal. I'm gonna aimlessly be wandering around, but I'm gonna sense something in the air, and I'm gonna make my way back. And I guess I don't know what this correlates to, but I have 30 feet of movement. If I can, my goal is to try to find the nearest corpse.
Okay.
And I want
so
to shapeshift.
Do you want to just have hit up one of these corpses on the way out?
And yeah, I want to get to the nearest corpse because I want to shapeshift into it and then steal his armor.
Alright, so instead of fucking off to look for horses, camels, or whatever four-legged creatures, you're gonna disguise yourself as one of the guards first?
Correct.
Terrific stuff. So
Yeah,
this
I'm gonna make
turn
my way
is when
back.
you're gonna finish that up. That is to say that you're spending the first turn grabbing his armor off him,
Yeah.
and then you're spending this turn putting a bunch of it on. And probably, actually, if I wanted to throw the rules at you, you'd be here for the rest of the combat as well, because donning armor actually takes like quite a few minutes, yeah. And each minute, conversely, is 100 rounds. So
Smokes.
I'm sorry. Every 10 rounds is a minute. I don't know why I said 100 rounds.
10.
Every 10 minutes is yeah. Sorry, every 10 rounds is a minute.
What a snake.
So it'll take some time. I think it'd take technically like 50 turns to undress this guy, and then another 50 to put it on. You know,
Damn.
to put it, to do it properly. That's 5 minutes to put on a suit of leather armor, and I don't know if you ever tried to put on a suit of leather armor. It takes me more than 5 minutes to put on a Halloween costume. So,
Am I able to make it, or am I able to ask a question? Do these guards, are they wearing a specific set of? Are they wearing like a uniformed outfit? Are all the guards wearing something similar? Or do they
the
kind
guards,
of like
the city guards, 100% are. The guards of Memnon, the city that you guys are in, absolutely are wearing a uniform of sorts. It's simple leather armor with some studs in strategic places. These guys were wearing leather jerkins or jackets or no armor, just whatever. I mean, these guys were guards, but they had to provide their own armor, clearly.
You could just change into one of them then.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. Okay, so my move I'm gonna make is I'm gonna go find the nearest guard and technically take his face by shape changing it to him.
Sure. Okay. You do so. I mean, you turn into one of the guards here.
And I still have one more move.
Are you taking his armor and whatnot too?
No, because
okay, that's fine.
Yeah, if I just need to have the face.
So I'm pretty sure you can do it in one action. I'm pretty sure that's how your power works. So yeah, I mean, you rush out, you look at him, and the camera shows his face, and then it goes back to you, and it's his face on you now. So, done.
Okay, and then I make my way back as much as I can, back to my companions, back down toward the stairwell. As close as I can get. That is my objective.
So if I'm understanding this, instead of anything else that you were going to do, all you want to do is disguise yourself as one of Fudush's dudes?
No, because my main goal is to try to run back into there and maybe try to, scream and convince him, like, one of his...
Oh, I get all that. I get all that.
Yeah.
All of this that you're describing right now is going to happen, is fine to happen, but none of the stuff that you were describing before is going to happen. You're not going out looking for horses. You're not leaving the place. Not doing the armor thing.
There's no more use.
Right. So instead, we'll figure this time dilation to go something like this. Your companions go rushing in. You're transforming yourself, your face, putting your face on. As Gary goes listlessly walking past looking for his friends, he sees you. You guys, arm in arm, make your way into the area. So there you are. You've been there the whole time. What do you want to do? You start screaming?
Me?
Yeah, you come rushing in aside Gary, and you're going to throw me deception?
Well, no, I actually don't. I don't want to. I wouldn't necessarily want to be with Gary because then that's going to show that I'm not on the main boss's side. Clearly. I kind of want to make it a trick to see if I can maybe make a spring action.
Right. So, point being, though, you're coming in a side where Gary's situated by the doorway.
Yeah.
Because Gary moved into position when he did. So my point being is he's going to be in the doorway as you come rushing in.
Okay, and then I just yell. I'm yelling at the top of my lungs. Listen, boss, I'm here. Or not in there. I'd be speaking Arabic accent.
Yeah, of course.
Similar.
Not
Listen,
to be racist.
Like
Just totally.
Listen, boss, I'm here. I'm here to help you.
Which is fine. You do this. Throw me performance at advantage.
Okay. That would be 12.
Okay. It's enough to convince him in the moment, and Fudush simply shouts out, "Take apart that metal thing next to you!" As he points up towards Gary, instructing you to take out Gary.
I guess I'm dead then. Y'all want to kill me anyway.
Dan, you gotta convince him or get close to him or something.
Wait, so he's convinced, he's trying to ask me to attack my own teammate?
Well, you are on his team so far as he knows, yeah. That would be the idea.
Okay, so I'm going to try to convince him. I'm gonna try to yell, listen, boss, wouldn't it be better to come help you face to face? I cannot fight robot.
He raises an eyebrow and says, now is not the time for intense conversation, O employee of mine. We're in a bit of a situation, as you can clearly see. But if you'd like to take issue with my orders, you can file a T305 and have it filed. We'll take a look at it in 110 day. At which point he goes back into his idle animation with his massive jelly belly jiggling about and his bald, shining head reflecting the images of your companions in it. And that's his official response. That's canon. 100%. At which point the camera pans away to show... Shit, where are we? Bury him. Camera swings sidelong to show the Dragonborn amidst the fray. The massive ballista thrown to the ground. The massive man aside it with his massive scimitar brandished. And his massive grin flashing massively.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel at a disadvantage right now.
You got this.
So I
Level
Can
1's
we-
freaky.
Can we save Bjorn at all, or is he?
I think I'm full on dead.
Oh,
Because I took 24 damage and I only have 10 health. I think that's just instant kill.
holy shit!
Do you only have 10 hit points?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I'm
at 12.
I thought you had a little more than that. Man, that
I'm
sucks.
12, bro.
That sucks. That's
Yeah,
brutal.
so you're gonna have to like just really remember me.
We'll throw you in the cart with the engine.
Track down someone to raise that or something.
Yeah. Okay.
So I have a question. I have actions in combat, like bonus action of 2-weapon fighting. What does do I get to roll 2 different weapons, or
So
how does
2-weapon
that
fighting,
work?
all it is you have a bunch of feats that can improve it. But if you don't have any feats, like level 1, or if you take ranger, you have some of these feats. But at level 1, you can simply have a light weapon or lighter. I don't know if a dagger is actually light or if it's just a small weapon. I can't remember. But anyway, as long as it's a light weapon, you can use it in your offhand. So your main weapon is your main hand, whatever one that is. It's totally up to you. And then your offhand weapon is a bonus action. So whatever you have in your offhand, as long as it's a light weapon, you can swing it as a bonus action.
I have 2 light weapons actually.
All right. So point being,
So
you can.
So I'd be able to rush in and attack with one and get a bonus with the other. Bonus attempt.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can swing with both. You get your same attack roll on both hits. So you can absolutely do that. Yes.
So I would like to, even though I'm kind of fearful of what he just did to Bjorn, I'm also kind of in a little bit of a fit of rage that he took out my companion and blindly charged Farouche. And I would like to attack him. So you want me to roll both weapons, or?
Yeah, by all means. If you want to hit him twice, you got to roll 2d20s, one for each weapon. He's got an AC. What did I give this guy? It was 15.
That's not good. So I rolled a 5 on my hand axe as far as the hit
Thank you.
goes.
I said I was gonna bring another one down.
Thank you very much.
I didn't roll it though.
Cheers. Sorry, what'd you get?
I rolled 5 on my hit.
On your first one?
Yep.
Okay, but that's 1. So let's hear about the second one.
The second one only an 11.
Oh wow, seriously?
Oh my god.
You rush in
That is
upon the
obviously
massive
choking
man
me.
and attempt to strike in upon him with your blades. Your first swings wide, and you redouble your efforts, taking a second as the other suddenly hits nothing but air. Then you look at the massive man standing there and wonder how could you have missed him?
Fuck. Well, we tried.
It's not my day.
Yeah, it's over to Gary.
Barium, he's quite large if you hadn't noticed, and I think you could have sliced and diced him if you had just aimed.
So dead. So dead. Okay.
It's two, buddy.
Perhaps you will end up like Bjorn, a pincushion on the wall, when I laugh at your corpse.
Can I use my longsword to try to attack him?
Yep.
Alright. Going for hit.
Are you gonna miss too?
I got a 13.
I think his AC is 13.
It's 15.
Fuck.
Okay. My damage is 7.
Can I inspire him? Can I?
Yeah, you can inspire him.
Oh, okay. Alright, hang on here.
After you inspire me,
Gary. Initiate code inspiration. Delta 1T649. Attack again.
Understood. Well, rolling for hit. Got a 19.
Oh, hey, it's a hit.
Rolling for damage, I got an 8.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is the Gary show. We're all just pawns.
Gary's only got 5 health. Oh.
Yeah, if he hits me, I'm gonna die. Like, legit.
Oh.
God, I should have taken heal.
Yeah, you know, healer's good. So, point being, you cleave across him with your sword, his belly slashed open. You watch as his lower intestine suddenly sprouts out and he steps back, laughter suddenly coming to a halt. As he spouts a bit of blood but stays standing, now you assume running on adrenaline. And the camera swings from Gary to Furush as he holds his stomach closed and leaps forward with a 15 plus bonus, crashing into Gary with his blade. His scimitar explodes against you for a d8. Oh, sorry. I think I'm wrong about that. You know what? He uses a really big scimitar, so it's a d8. He gets an 8 plus 2.
Oh my god, Gary!
Oh, man.
10 points of damage explodes against the metal man next to you. Like so much Astra from the old safety CS shows back in the day, his arm comes off. But maybe it can be put back on as he falls away, clattering onto the ground.
You guys better repair me, bro.
Rick can repair
Hey,
it, hopefully.
Gary practically just took a hit for me.
Yeah, I basically killed him. You just need to let him bleed out.
That scrap of metal. To think I thought he was a friend. How useless.
Oh my god, that was a
He
mess.
did more than you, buddy.
That was such a
I
mess.
believe my kill count sits at, what is it, 2? Almost 3 now? And Farouche, you are my next target.
So you can kill a few pawns.
Oh, I can do more than that.
Sorry, where was I? Right.
Just stay alive and find out.
Jellybelly holds himself together for a brief moment after smashing down your companion. He pulls up the lower half of his stomach and sticks his belt under it and tightens it. You watch as his lower intestine kind of sticks out like a disgusting tongue. And from there, it's over to Bjorn. Oh, sorry. Fuck.
Bjorn's super
Okay, one So this guy comes running out and squaring off.
Are you gonna stay dead?
Squaring off against sorry, what's his name? Bury him.
back. We just have to get the body.
The guy with the spiked club comes rushing out from inside the doorway and takes a wild swing, baseball batting in towards Barium, who just ducks in underneath it as it flies overhead him.
Thank goodness.
As this occurs, the camera pans from there to the dripping corpse of Bjorn on the wall. with a single tag that hangs off that says it was a nat 20. From there to Orion over yonder. Oh my god, this camera is just not cooperating.
So there's now another guard with a club?
Yeah.
He's been there. He got hit with the fire.
He got hit, but they're
We got
both
2 people.
still
we got
standing.
They're both injured.
Oh, goodness.
They are both injured, and that's a very noticeable thing. The one got scorched, and the other's got his belly kind of slit open.
I'm gonna make my entrance into this room. Like, Gary's down, Bjorn's down. The Sandkraken is not happy right now. He's just like, his crew is a fucking disaster. So, yeah, I'm gonna come down the steps, and can I get? Or no, I'm already down the steps, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna get up into Farouche's grill.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna stab the shit out of him.
That sounds good. Sounds like a necessary thing right about now.
And if I roll not very decently here, I might need some inspiration to roll a little better. So just throwing that out there.
So
Your inspiration, don't miss.
So inspiration, just so you guys are aware, is an optional rule whereby a DM or players can give each other inspiration. There's specific, rules around it in the books, but that gets really complicated. So instead I just say everybody has an inspiration that they can give to another player at any time, to another character at any time. So you could inspire an NPC or your animal companion or some shit if you really wanted.
So can I inspire Orion?
You absolutely can. Everybody can pass one inspiration once per game, and anybody can be inspired only the once at a time. So
Listen,
you can.
Orion, I need you to go ahead, kill this guy, smash him.
Wouldn't this give off your?
I will lop
Oh,
up
I'm
his
about to do
fingers and his toes and hang them from a necklace after we're done.
Rick, I'm about to do that.
Well, I meant like you were trying to betray him, and
It didn't work.
Do I get inspiration on both of my daggers or just the one?
You get inspiration on your next attack that you choose to use it on.
Okay.
I gotta go for broke now. The team's getting hurt.
Yep.
we're gonna kill.
It's do or die. It is do or die, gentlemen.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my daggers out. I'm right next to Farouche. I'm getting ready to just gut this guy. So I rolled a 17 on the first dagger.
That'll stabby.
Plus 5, so that's 22.
Okay. Both of those hit.
And then I rolled a nat 1 on my other one. Can I use my inspiration on that?
3 attacks.
Sorry, no, just the 22 was my main dagger.
Mm-hmm.
And then my second dagger.
Oh, I see. The first set of rolls was your advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, and then your second one has no advantage on it. Right, okay.
Right, okay. So... Oh my god, I rolled another nat 1. Okay, so I got a 22 on the main dagger, main hand. And then a 6 on the other hand. So
Okay.
obviously just one hits, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you take advantage twice?
No, just for the... Do I get an advantage on the first one?
You get
Just the
advantage
main
on whichever strike you choose to have it on.
Okay, so I rolled twice on the second hand.
Okay.
On that second dagger.
Okay.
So I did 6 damage. And then how does sneak attack work? Do I get sneak attack on every attack?
You get sneak attack actually.
Target is within 5 feet of it. That enemy is incapacitated. You don't have disadvantage.
Yeah, you do. You absolutely have sneak attack on this because your companion is within 5 feet of it.
Okay. So I did 8 damage total. That's with the sneak attack.
That will do nicely. You rushing upon Farouche, stepping over Gary's body, you run in upon him. Your first attack stabs into him for, sorry, how much damage was it for your first attack?
6.
And then your second attack was another 8?
6 and then 2 from the sneak attack.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
And your second strike was a 6, so it missed.
Yeah, I missed. Yeah.
Gotcha. In that case... There he is. So he had 8 before, and you... Jesus, what did you get him for? It was 12?
Another 8.
Another 8,
So
it was
16.
Okay, thank you. He stumbles back as you jump up and plunge the dagger into his chest. He stumbles back and pushes you off as you deftly jump away from him, trying to slash him on the way out, but failing to do so. Nearly losing your balance, you clatter to the ground in a hero 3-pronged stop. And the camera pans against to show you standing next to his ankles as he starts to death fart terribly, loudly, and thickly. From Orion to Zulraja, up in the corner, it shows you standing there, looking like one of the dudes in face alone.
Perfect. I would like to use Mold Earth on the guard that is kind of idle at the moment. He's probably ready to make an attack. Is that possible?
Yes.
5-foot hole underneath him to maybe incapacitate him for a turn or so.
Shit, nice.
Can work.
That will work. He's gonna make a con check, I think, isn't it?
Con?
No,
not you, my dude.
Oh, okay. So I guess
right.
my
So
I guess my character would he would grunt angrily and then yell, I am not spectator.
hold on, before you
Go
get
ahead,
too
rip the
before you get
ground.
too excited about that, just so you know.
I hope it works.
The way that it works is it has to be loose earth in order for you to dig a hole.
Yes.
If it's stone, you can break it, and then you can break the dirt, and then you can excavate it. So point is, this will take 3 castings of the cantrip, but you can get there.
Is it
Point
stone?
being, you can dishevel the ground underneath him and cause him to fall over.
Is it it is stone?
It is 100% stone tap. Can you
I think my best step would just to attempt to make a stab at this one guy. Might as well.
Yeah, stab, finish Farouche up.
Yeah, my
Wait.
strength.
Dude,
is not-
nobody's paying attention, you know? Alright.
Are you
Love you, buddy.
you're still looking like a guard, right?
Yeah.
Could you like get close to him and like get behind them and grab them or something? Like wrap them up, like bear grip or something?
Am I allowed to do that?
Sorry, you're located right here. He's located right here. Up in the
Top of the
corner.
stage.
He was like, hey, boss, blah, 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 blah. He hasn't moved from there, so he's not anywhere nearby anybody.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna make my way while I'm just shouting, boss, I'm coming to help you. So I'm gonna make my way over to him as close
Alright.
as I can get.
Alright, that sounds fine. You rush in towards your companions, that's kind of your movement there.
Yeah, I understand.
You get to the other side, and as you come closer, you can see he's kind of delirious and sweating and bleeding and dying, and so he's not doing so great. He's about to he's coming down with a slight case of death, but the desert's full of that, so it happens. It's worse than COVID. You wouldn't believe it. So the guy next to him though is he's looking pretty healthy. He's looking like he's not bad. He's taking a bit of damage, but otherwise he's raring to go, full of pep and piss and vinegar. And so as you come close in, he's looking towards you, shouting out, smack this fucker, and he's pointing at the scaled guy. He's like, get him, kick his ass, do something useful.
So Raja, could you try and convince him on his deathbed to surrender maybe?
No, my
your character would want, or
no, my so I still have the ability to make a move right now.
I think.
You do have an action or a move or a bonus action.
Okay, is there and I'm close enough to make an attack on this guy, right?
If you have a ranged attack.
No, I just have a 5 foot of attack with a scimitar. That's
You're on the other side of your friends. You're
Okay.
about 10 feet away from this guy, in fact.
And I'm being asked to stab my friend.
Thoroughly. You're being told
Okay,
to.
so I'm gonna attempt to decline that and act as if I want to come over and tend to his wounds. So I'm gonna make a.
For sure.
That's what I'm gonna do. I want to try to get in as close to this guy as I can.
All right. Throw me a performance to make it look like, oh, I'm gonna come and help you out or something.
Fuck, 8.
All right.
Are you kidding me?
You do about as well as you're currently doing in convincing them that you're there to help them out.
Unlucky.
Nothing changes that way. So that said, though, the camera's gonna swing from Zilraja to Barium in front of him. As Barium, what do you do?
Since that guy just took a swing at me and missed, I would like to attack him back with a shocking grasp.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because he's wearing metal.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and roll it.
So I rolled a 15.
That'll hit. As you charge it up and release against him, as the guy takes how much damage?
I rolled an 8.
Okay. It courses against his body as he shouts out in anguish, the searing pain coursing around him. He has taken that 7, and he takes another 8, that brings him to 15. He stumbles backwards, smoke smoldering out from under his armor as he has trouble standing, but remains doing so.
Damn, that was a max damage.
Wasn't no nat 20 though, I'll say that. That nat 20 was...
Yeah, come on.
Should have a ballista.
Yeah.
The camera
I got
pans.
it in my pocket.
The camera pans crossfading to a black screen showing diagnostics rolling by as Gary rolls me a death save.
Oh no. Come on, Gary. Come on, dice gods. Gary, you there?
Gary, throw me a d20 and tell me if it gets 10 or better.
Oh wait.
Come on, dice gods.
We got 19.
Yeah.
The diagnostics continue around as the camera pans up on where his arm's been severed to show plates sealing up the areas where he's leaking fluids. The camera pans from Gary back to the massive hulking Furush and his club-wielding companion. The club wielder takes a step in towards Barium, but finds his armor has fused together, and he spends his turn breaking it apart as he releases himself and throws a quick nat 2 plus bonus, missing you pathetically.
Oh,
The camera
nice.
pans against the massive form of Furush, though, who suddenly rears back and swings down towards you as his massive belly encroaches upon you. A 9 plus 5 brings him to 14 against your AC. What's Barium's AC?
15.
As you narrowly step to the one side, the blade sweeping past you, nearly taking the scales right off of your face. Your opponent steps backwards, his massive stature having trouble standing as he realizes this may be the end for him. Bjorn, the camera pans against your body, and it shows you just sitting there, completely plastered, and it's sad. And then it pans back over to Orion.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the killing blow here. So Orion smelling the blood in the water, essentially the sand kraken is ready to wrap his tendrils around this victim and consume him. So He's gonna go for the killing blow here with his daggers, his trusty daggers.
Okay.
He starts with an 18 on the main hand.
Will hit. Yep.
And a 17 on the offhand.
Yeah.
Will also hit.
And the 2 attacks combined with the sneak attack is 10 damage.
Fuck 'em up.
Furush gets summarily shanked by the little form that runs up him. His psychotic expressions only followed up by the equally psychotic splashings of blood spewing in all directions. As the camera pans down low to show the slaughter as it stands, in the background we see the companions suddenly come into view as the whole of Furush simply drops backwards in through the doorway, collapsing onto the ground in all his fat self. Deflating where he sits, bleeding out, with the club-wielding fellow suddenly stepping back. He's dead! He's dead! He's dead! I make no money from this! It's over! It's over! It's over!
Ah, how wise of you to surrender to those that would slay you in an instant. Perhaps I still will.
He simply puts his club down by his belt and hooks it. No, professionals. This is over. He starts backing away at this, actually. Does Barry let him back away?
I do.
Okay. He steps over towards the table and starts sliding past the ballista, stepping over to the other side. Sorry about your friend, man.
Can I charge over there and stab the shit out of him?
Yeah, totally.
Like, are we out of combat? What kind of?
Yeah, more or less you're out of combat. The guy surrendered and there's nobody else. What's your alignment?
I'm chaotic evil.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. That's fine. It's legal.
So can I roll a deception here and pretend like, okay, it's cool.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, hang on here. Okay, I rolled a 13, so.
Okay, his passive insight offhand is one thing. He's, Ooh. It was gonna be a 19, and I moved the marker. It ended up a 1. His passive insight in the moment gives way as he's like, "It's good to see sensible professionals." You know, he's like half walking away, half like agreeing as he's backing up towards. Despite, actually, you know what? It is a crit fail. He just starts walking away. Yeah, professionals. That's good. So his back's totally towards you. As you come in close in behind him.
And I'm just gonna stab the shit out of him just furiously.
So with that said, go ahead and throw me an attack roll. It's an advantage.
Okay. So 16 and a 16.
All right, terrific stuff. One after the next, or do you simply shank into this poor fuck as a moment later he simply drops away out of frame, showing you behind him, heaving as you recover your...
This is for Bjorn and Gary. A useless piece of scrap metal.
Gary,
blood in, bro.
Gary, throw me another death save, please.
Oh shit.
Alright.
I'm sitting again.
Okay.
Marion, perhaps you should see to our mechanical friend, see if you can resuscitate him, bring him back online.
And I want to check Gary over and assess the damage to see what is repairable in this instant.
Looking over him where he's wounded, you can see that there's little bits of flesh in the stump of his arm where it was severed. It's a thick shell of metal, but a lot of biological bits inside. And as you look upon it, you can see that the metal is actually, the metal stump is working on its own to like kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like cheese grating flesh out and formulating a new stump and nodule. And you can see his eyes flashing, going between different colors as they kind of gradiate back and forth between like green and red. And you're not quite sure what's happening, but it seems like he's in the process of recovering, but you're not sure. Otherwise, you know that it's like a meat body of sorts, and you can see that there's a outline of a hatch on his chest where you could maybe administer some sort of care. Maybe you're not really sure.
So I'm unable to repair him?
You can take a crack at it.
I would like to take a crack at it.
You're an artificer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll grab his arm and bring it over to the body.
Okay.
Oh, dude, we skipped my turn.
Well, we're out of combat now, Dan.
Huh?
We're out of combat.
It's free for him now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I have no idea.
With that said, you do bring the arm over towards him, and you have a medical kit there, Barium?
No, I don't have a medical kit.
Okay, no worries. You take the arm from him and you reseat it against the stump point, and you can throw me a. You have tools, yeah?
Light hammer.
You do
I
not
do have some tools actually.
You have Tinker's tools?
Do you have Tinker's tools or anything like that?
Yeah, I do have Tinker's tools.
Cool. So you can throw me an intelligence check plus your proficiency bonus.
Intelligence, I rolled a 19. And nice. What was the other one you said?
Your proficiency bonus on top of that.
Where's the proficiency?
Where's
that roll at? Oh, I see it at the top there. Oh, it's a +2 bonus.
Cool. So you guys watch as he pulls out his Tinker's tools. You hand him the arm. He reseats it, and after a moment of tinkering around for a half moment, it seems like the arm is re-secured. I wonder if this is actually going to work. Takes a second. But you manage. The arm's back on, and it seems to be doing its own thing. Gary, make me another death save.
Shit.
Looks even better than he did before.
Not bad, but he's not alive. Bring him back online. We need this death machine working.
I got him.
Terrific stuff. His eyes stop flashing as you pull open the hatch on his chest and notice a couple things have been knocked loose. You can visibly see a couple of the modules inside him have actually come unseated from all the impacts. It's literally just a matter of tightening a couple bits here and there, and before long, you hear a hum in the chest that wasn't there before. He is very stabilized, and due to your efforts, we'll give him 1 hit point back.
Survive!
Don't trip.
Gary, as you come back online, your diagnostics tell you that your arm is detected. However, the motor functions will not be available until your next long rest. Until after your next long rest.
Interesting.
Well,
We can do for Bjorn.
You guys look upon his body as bits of him are dripping down off the massive tree trunk, stapled through his torso into the brick behind him. And as you ask this, you almost think to yourself, what a futile question. His face contorted, twisted, the last grim image of anything still burned into his eyes.
Perhaps we should take Bjorn's corpse back to town with us since we've accomplished our duties here. Hmm?
Able to get a medic to help him?
No, he's dead. We
It needs to match.
we can raise him. We can raise Dad in town with money.
Would you like me to take your face?
I'd prefer not.
The boss.
So Raja, as you can see, I'm a little stout, so perhaps you and Berian can rip his corpse off the wall and throw it in the cart outside.
Someone should look to see if Farouche had the money he owed.
Do not fear, I will scour the bodies and see what I can find.
And at this point, I'm gonna walk away and just leave them to it.
Okay.
I'm expecting them to do it.
Do you guys inspect Farouche's office? I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm gonna just start looking around, rummaging through all of his crap.
There's a table with a small lockbox in there and a stack of parchments.
Okay.
Looking over the parchments, they're easily easily read, listing various accounts, debts to him, logistics, shipments coming through, shipments going out. Looks like the engine is a recent arrival, and it looks like he paid out something to the tune of we'll say it was, he paid out 3,700 gold for it, and allegedly it is worth some 17,000.
Whoa.
Damn.
Damn.
It is listed. It is listed as a Dionysius Valvulis.
Okay.
And in parentheses, it has written polished.
Okay. Can I try and open the little lockbox?
You can.
Lockbox?
For sure.
What do I roll for that?
It's got a small lock on it, but you're not sure if it is locked or not.
Okay. I think I have thieves' tools. Does that allow me to?
100%. You want to snap it open?
Yeah.
Roll me your sleight of hand.
Okay. Oh shit! Nat 20 plus 5. 25.
The box opens more out of obligation than anything, as it easily creaks open, and you are shown a bunch of stacks of gold inside, as well as a few promissory notes that you recognize the seals of various merchant groups and banks from around town.
Okay. I'm gonna take all of it, just quietly, just.
That's fine. You snap the box back shut and put it away.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, then I guess I'll just.
Looking around the chamber, you think to yourself, this guy had to have more.
Okay.
You do note that he's got a key ring on his belt with a couple comically oversized keys upon it. And then one tiny key that looks like it would have fit the lockbox.
Oh.
I just want to point out that while you're doing all this, the laborers are chilling in the corner, cowering, and one's pissing himself.
Right. Forgot about that.
Yeah, how about them?
Perhaps we should talk to these fine gents, see if there's anything we can extract from them.
No, we don't know anything. We just don't know anything. Take what you want. Take anything you want.
I'm gonna walk over to both of them. I'm gonna smash both of them over the head because we can't have them talking or saying anything.
Wait.
Hold on. Let's see if they'll load the cart with the engine for us, because they work on us.
Yeah, they'll know how to do it.
Can we convince them to do that, and then we
anything.
Alright, I can try to. Anyone can
So Raja, what should we do with these miscreants? the...
No, you had the idea.
Well, perhaps in exchange for your lives, you could load that fine engine in the other room into the wagon.
Yes, Effendi! Yes, Effendi! We will do this! Of course, Effendi!
Yes, and I mean quite quickly. As well, I would have one more request, please.
The one shits himself as you say this.
Please load our dead friend into the cart as well. Not the engine on top of him. I would like him beside it so that he's not crushed, as it would cost me more money to raise him. I don't know why I'm doing this. But, yes, please.
I've made it this far without him.
That is true, Miriam. That fool became a voodoo doll on the wall.
You guys go into a bit of a montage where it shows the fellows cranking the engine up into the air with the chain on the crane, and a moment later it's lowered down into the wagon outside.
Are you guys checking out the bodies or anything? Is anybody doing that?
No, I'm staring at her.
Just staring at it with your two faces?
Are we gonna kiss now?
It's already.
I mean,
Are you like, corpses or anything, looting them, or
I wouldn't mind.
is there that test on the table? Could I investigate that?
You 100% good.
All right.
You snap it open to find that it's laden with books. You find that they are old ledgers, old accounts, going back several years. This guy's been in business for a long time.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, could I take a look at those books? Could I?
Yep. They list all sorts of logistics, comings and goings from different sources and to different destinations.
Like trade deals, trade regions.
Yeah, trade deals. It's got the guy kept really diligent books for being a junker, and you can see that that he dealt in a lot of exotic metals and exotic mechanized parts, as well as oh my god, what was it called? Gondian engine parts. And if you recall, there was Gondian and Mechanai engines, and so Mechanai was the magic drive stuff, and Gondian was the explosion and natural elements.
Okay. Okay.
Gary, would you please do me the favor of loading this chest into the back of the wagon?
I reattached his arm. I don't think he can use it yet.
Well, I feel that this chest is full of valuable information that our boss may want. You understand what I'm saying, Marion?
And how about we load it?
I am a stout individual. I can barely pull this over my own toes.
All right, me and Barry will help you out.
You guys
Thank you very much.
summarily take the chest and load it up onto the cart, putting it up on top of Bjorn's head.
While they're doing that, I'm going to quickly search the corpses, if that's okay.
100%. You give him a quick 1 silver. You come away with a couple pouches of a couple coins. It's not much. Wow, it's really not much. Jesus, it's not anything. Fuck. On a D20, that is a grand total of 4 gold, 1 silver piece, and 12 copper.
God damn.
You guys didn't have much for wages on them.
Alright. Broke ass bitches.
Now, weaponry, I mean, gear-wise, these guys are all wearing leather, maybe studded leather. They had, all of them had a dagger, and a short sword, and a crossbow.
Yeah, so nothing magical or...
No.
Okay. I got leather already.
Oh, sorry. Except for Furush.
Oh.
His scimitar is pretty badass. It's a versatile scimitar
And
that
I
does.
snag it immediately.
I gotta tell you this though. You don't know this yet.
Well, I mean, you all seen the massive fucking scimitar.
True.
But I want to say that it is a versatile, so it can be two-handed or single-handed, so that's custom.
Cool.
That means it is, I believe a scimitar is a D6.
Does it become a D8 when two-handed or something? Like
That would be the idea, yeah. Yeah, it's D6 slashing. If you two-hand it, you can do it with a D8.
Okay.
So being an oversized unit as it is.
This sword is far too large for me. Would one of you nincompoops like to use it? At least put some use to it. Maybe you'll end up like Bjorn and I can take it back from you.
Yeah, it's already in my hand.
Or I'm more interested in the ballista laying on the ground.
It is honestly too fucking big to be used regularly, but that doesn't mean you can't try.
Mount it to the cart.
Maybe you can scrap components. Maybe you can scrap components.
I hope my friend Bjorn is up there looking down.
Basically, if you have a strength of 16 or better, I'll let you heft the thing and fire it. And it takes literally a full action to reload the thing. So
Holy shit.
I only have 12 plus 1.
Yeah. I think the only guy who could use it's stapled to the wall by
Is there
There's
anything
two guys.
in this room that we noticed or no? Like do the keys have any meaning? Do we notice anything for those, or are they just?
the keys, I mean, most of them seem to match the door locks that you see readily in the area. I mean, the one obviously fits his office. This other one obviously fits the door at the top of the stairs. But there is one other one that's an odd one. It's got prongs.
House key.
It's got prongs in a crisscross shape.
Oh.
And whereas the other ones will have like a single set of teeth pointed downwards, this one's, T-shaped.
What would that be for?
That's an excellent question, you wonder to yourself as you look around the chamber. You don't see anything readily available. Nothing jumps out at you. What's your passive perception?
Passive perception is 10.
Okay. That's not very good.
No. What about Zolraja? You notice anything? I think you have a high passive perception, don't you?
Mine's only 14.
That's not bad.
It's not great, though.
Could I roll a perception?
I mean, if you're investigating the area, it would be an investigation.
Yeah. Okay, I'll investigate, I guess. I got a 17.
Okay. Scouring about the area, your thiefly instincts eventually bring you to a hatch in the floor underneath his desk. And you can see the hatch outlined in the brick, and while it's painted to look like the brick, it is a wooden paneled hatch. You find the keyhole, sure enough, a crisscross, which makes sense as you turn the key and then pull it upwards as the handle. Inside the little... I'm assuming you do this, sorry. I should...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm just gonna find the hatch. I didn't grab the key yet, but I remember seeing it, and it kind of makes sense, right? Like I put
Sure.
the 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna yell out to my compatriots.
There I am, Zoranda. I think I found the jackpot. Quickly, bring that buffoon's keys in here and put it in the slot.
You're right there.
I'll trail behind.
Okay.
You guys are coming over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's gonna bury him? Do you want to open it?
Sure. I'll let
Sure, I'll open it. You're not burying.
That's how I know.
Put it in the hole, you fool! Come on, quickly now, the treasure's waiting.
Payday for Alex.
You pull open the hatch and peer inside. You see a wrapped hunk of what looks to be bread with a bit of meat in it, sitting on top of a stack of bars of metal, chrome in color. There's 5 of them, neatly stacked inside. A small gilded dagger sits next to that in a little sheath that is gold and gem encrusted. There's a statuette of some sort. You can't quite make out what it is from this angle. And a few coins that you can see easily sitting in an open sack next to it all. Finally, there seems to be a scroll of some sort, at least a rolled parchment that you can see amidst it all.
How is there like stairs leading down, or do you have to jump in the hole?
No, it's just a tiny hatch in the floor. It's like a store safe, you know?
I'm gonna immediately jump down as soon as this thing's open.
It's like, I'm telling you, this thing's 2 feet deep by a foot by a foot.
Yeah, he could fit.
Technically, I'm not gonna argue. You kind of could, but it's full of shit.
That scroll.
Okay.
And I'm gonna read it.
Okay. You grab a hold of the scroll, taking it out and unfurling it. It's a portrait, as a matter of fact, of a woman. A beautiful woman. And you can see, as you focus upon it, you can see in the darkness here, the faded image shows the man Furush in the background behind the woman. She portrayed as very bright, and Furush in the background portrayed as not so, rather dim.
No, it looks like our man Farouche had some sort of lover. Maybe.
Is this woman, is she naked?
She is, in fact, regally dressed and looks somewhat familiar.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to this part.
I'm gonna grab that dagger before any of them notice.
Of course.
Yeah, you can have it.
I want the metal bars.
Okay. Picking them up, they're about 2.5 pounds apiece of that is instead a chromed material. You assume them to be valuable as you pick up the first one and see it stamped with a filigree in the center of the bar that denotes hang on a sec. It shows the seal of... Oh my god. We have a family name here. These guys. You know what? It shows the sigil of the Scarlet Bank on it, which you just happen to know is a one of the several banking organizations in the city.
Nice. Did my compatriots notice the gold coins and in the sack or whatever that was?
You can
The
all
statue.
yeah, well, there's the statuette too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, you guys probably saw that, so.
Well, I guess this is our reward. We can split it between the living ones, right? Yes. And now,
I'm gonna say money's no concern to me, really.
I'll divide it equally between us. I guess Gary included, even though he's kind of only half alive. But I'll be nice. I'll be nice this time around. Yeah.
So you're splitting. Sorry, you're splitting the gold.
Yeah, I'll split the gold that I found down there because I jumped right down there, and I'll put the statue in my pocket.
don't worry, I will make sure you receive your portion of this expensive memento. I don't think it's real. I think it's fake, actually. I'm gonna
bite it, and
yeah, totally fake. I'll see if I can get something for it.
There's 40 gold, 7 platinum, and 70 silver sitting in the sack.
Okay. 40 gold.
Why don't we just split it now?
Oh, sorry. What am I saying? There's 400 gold. There's 70 No, there's 7 platinum. And as I said, there's and then there's 700 silver.
Perhaps, I don't know why I'm bringing this up. Perhaps we should keep it in the sack, bring Bjorn back, and whatever's left over, we can share it, I guess. Ugh.
Gee, I should hold on to it.
Fine. You take the sack, and I will hang on to the fake statue.
So
Sounds
you
like
take
a
the
plan.
taking the statuette in hand. It is a golden, gilded with silver statuette of a woman dancing.
Okay.
Modeled to look like a flower due to the way the dress is. It's like, kind of, how can I put it? It's just molded such that it looks like it's blossoming upwards around her. Like a
Okay.
wind is pushing up her dress as she's dancing.
So golden statue woman dancing.
Marilyn Monroe.
Kind of thing, yeah.
Alright. Okay.
That I would think we just need to head to town for Bjorn.
Perhaps it is time for us to depart, my friends, and the Sand Kraken is rather thirsty after all the killing.
So, just for the record, you guys aren't out of town. You guys are just at the dockside of town.
Right,
One,
yeah, we're
one
on
of
the-
the many docks along the river, along the shoreline here. But getting back to town proper is fair to say, and moreover, finding a church. And there are many churches. Does anybody remember who Bjorn worshipped?
Oh, shit.
Do 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 do
No.
Dead corpse.
Valkyrie? Is that it?
Was it Valkyr?
Oh shit! Did he get
I'm
it?
saying it.
Did he get it?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Is nobody listening to me?
Yeah.
No, nobody is.
Alright. I almost had to cheat. Good job, Dan.
I applaud your wisdom.
So Valkyrie is his god after all.
So what, we need to find a church?
There are many in the town, the city, I mean.
Um,
And, yes.
I can ask
So,
the bug
you can throw me
if you know
religion.
that guy's churches.
You can throw me religion, even though you're not proficient. You can throw me religion to find a church of, to figure where a church will be.
Can't I just use my ability to ask an animal?
I mean, yes.
I have a +2 in religion.
What do you have, Dan?
If you want to ask around, that's legit. Just throw me investigation.
I have a shitty investigation.
Would investigation would be the trait called if I were to try to ask an animal in the area?
Oh,
where that
well.
church is?
I mean, I don't know that an animal is
You
gonna have
animals
the
know
answer to
what
that
churches
though.
are.
No, because it says I have the ability to speak with animals, and
Okay.
it says it can give you information about nearby locations and monsters.
Which
So
is
what do you
fair.
know?
But an animal is going to look at you and say, I'm sorry, but I believe that what you are requesting is a humanoid construct. We animals don't believe in gods, and thusly I don't know about Valkyr or where a church might be, or in fact what a church or a deity might be for that matter. I'm just a fucking bird. Hey, look, a worm. Hey, look, a worm. Hey, look, or mine. Anyway, so it's more like mountains, cave. There's a river there. The fish is great. That sort of thing, Animals are going to know what animals know. They're not going to suddenly know more than an animal should know simply because you're asking them a question.
If only.
Okay, so we're departing with the car right now, right? Like we're heading back towards the city.
And don't forget Bjorn.
No, Bjorn's in the car. We got those.
Yeah.
We got those slaves to load them up.
Jesus, it's like
Did they bring all my intestines there?
Yeah, you're good. You're in one piece. You just have a big hole through your stomach, I'm pretty sure. Okay, well, Barry, why don't you do a religion check and see if you can figure it out.
Is that okay with the DM?
If you what now?
Roll a religion check.
Yes, that's fine by me.
To try to figure out if we can, find the church. I only rolled an 8.
Okay, so, remembering what you do about Valcour being the mighty, the captain of the waves, you start looking around for his sigil. You start glancing about here and there, scanning and investigating upon the area, looking for any sign of Valcour. And you start to find signs leading you down the dockside until you suddenly see them pointing out into the water, and you can see a floating, what looks to be a pontoon vessel of some sort, out there with a small shrine upon it. And sure enough, the shrine does in fact have 3 large lightning bolts molded and constructed out of wood, and as it sits there floating about, you can see it's actually got a large bar all the way around it, and there's a bunch of vessels moored to the actual pontoon boat, so it's like a flotilla of sorts, just floating out there. And this whole thing that you can see out there has a sign that says Valcour's finest meats, greets, and grits. So it looks like if you want to res your friend, you just got to get out to the floating restaurant, I guess.
I will stay here and watch the cart, as clearly I'm too small to drag this big, overgrown thing out there. If you two want to, do the deed.
You never want to do any of it.
What do you mean? I do all of it, except for the heavy lifting.
Kind of lazy.
I'll go.
Unless you can fill your...
Let's go ahead
and we'll do it, Marion.
Let's bring our companion Bjorn back.
So we have to take a boat across, is what you're saying?
Yeah, you have to find a boat and take it out to the spot. But there are plenty of vessels around.
Yeah.
Should we ask or just take one? So Raja.
You can ask. There's no harm.
Just bring the dead body to them and explain your cause. They will surely let you aboard. It's but a short 5-minute sail through the flotilla.
You're the charismatic one, Zoraja. See what you can do.
Am I gonna have to make a roll to try to convince a guard or somebody who's at a who are we looking at? Who's
You see a variety of different individuals making up the dockside. You see a couple of fisher folk. You see a couple larger vessels, merchants, mostly from what you can tell, hanging around on the docks. Milling to and fro is a lot of laborers, but you see the odd rowboat sitting overturned on the beach between the various docks stretching out into the water.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to convince one of these, I'm going to go ahead and try to convince, I guess, the slowest looking merchant that I can and try to explain to him that we are in a dire situation, we're poor, and we're going to need to use his boat, and if that would be okay with him as a favor.
You can throw me persuasion.
Okay.
You could use our poor dead friend as leverage.
Would you roll there, Zoraja?
23.
Alright. So this guy's gonna roll. He rolls not a 23. So with that, he asks, what do you want it for?
I go ahead and I direct him clearly straight to my poor friend Bjorn, and with a very sad look on my face, I just explain to him, my friend here's been in a troublesome situation, and if there's anything, if we could please just take this boat, my friend needs help.
He nods somberly along with you, and says, "Very good. My man here, he will take you to the flotilla. Unza, take this man and his dead friend out to the flotilla." And Unza comes forward, and he looks at you, gives you an up and down and nod, and gives you a beckon over towards a rowboat that they lower down into the water. A moment later,
and I awkwardly pat Bjorn's head.
Are you going with Bjorn, or are you just gonna let Unsa take him out to the
I'm
flotilla?
going with him.
Okay, I was just making sure.
I'm going.
You're all going?
Well,
Alright.
we should, I would like to hope. I hope.
That's fine, yeah. The rowboat's one of those big ones that seats. However, it's a lifeboat, right? So it's supposed to seat lots of people.
I would hope everyone comes.
You head out towards the flotilla. Valkyr's Eats, Meets, and Greets presents itself as a wonderful establishment where you can worship the great god, the captain of the sea, as well as get a hamburger and a mug of ale. They used to have a chick here that camped out and provided hand jobs, but she had to leave for reasons. One-eyed Sally was a blessed thing, but you know everyone has to go their way eventually. Anyway, so as you get up onto the flotilla, you guys are presented, of course, with the priest who comes over and asks, "Are you here for a burger or a OIC?" And says resurrections are 50 platinum for members of the church and 1,000 gold otherwise.
Okay. How much is the platinum worth? In gold?
500 gold. It's 500 gold.
Okay, so we gotta give him 2 platinum.
Is there any way that I can try to persuade this guy to give us a discount?
You gotta give him 250.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to explain to this man that, look, I want to try to explain to him to take a look at the situation our friend was in. We've been robbed and we only have 50% of what he's asking for.
You're gonna throw me persuasion on this?
Yeah.
And more to the point, because your man Bjorn was a devout who actually wore the colors of and had symbols of Valkur upon him, he will see this, and it will be an advantage that you can roll me that persuasion.
Get it. Let's hope it's another good one.
Get it.
15.
All right, this guy's gonna roll. He rolls a not 15. He rolls well under 15. And at this, he looks upon you, somberly agreeing and nodding along, and says, "I can understand. We shall do this for you then. We shall raise your friend, for he is a follower of our ways. And may you also have a free burger on us this day."
I gladly accept. I graciously accept as I bow.
There's a short ritual.
He's back!
And before you know it, along comes your friend.
The first thing he should receive or do is be handed a burger.
More or less good as new. Bjorn walks up with a bowl of chili fries in his hand.
Like, that was a good one, boys.
And I'm just gonna
Welcome back, brother.
sadly put my hand on his shoulder and tell him I'm sorry. I wasn't there to help him.
I'm gonna start staring at him again.
Next time.
Just
While they're
not
doing
thanking
this,
him.
I'm gonna be inspecting that dagger that I found. Is there anything I see about it? Other than it's gold?
Looking over the dagger, you see that it's got, like I said, the couple gemstones on it. It's got three red gemstones decorating down one side of the scabbard, and one red gemstone decorating the center of the hilt. Other than that, it doesn't look like anything special. It's certainly not magical. It doesn't feel it in any fashion. You're like, is it magical? I don't know. But you don't sense anything coming off it, although you do notice it's well balanced, really well balanced. And as you kind of like do a little dinking around with it and flipping it around, you find it probably has a +1 to hit, although it doesn't do a +1 to damage.
Okay. Cool.
And so with
Okay,
that
so now
said,
from here we gotta go back. Go ahead.
Yeah, you guys come back, I guess.
there's a short montage of you guys regrouping and making your way back towards Hamid Pasha's compound. Before long, it shows the cart entering into pawn, with the chest sitting at the back behind the Vialvalis.
Bjorn, did you manage to see Left-Handed Lucy while you were there?
I saw all sorts when I was up there.
Ah, yes. There's also
It's a
right
shame to be
handed
back.
Roxy. She's amazing, you know. She really does good work. Good work.
Back your backhand rejoin.
The Vizier Mansour comes out from the manner at the back of the compound with his hands in his robes. And as he crosses the field, slowly coming towards you, his few guards coming in alongside him for a brief moment as he says a few words here and there, and they split off to take care of their own tasks. He comes towards you and raises a hand up. What is this I see before me? He slowly makes his way around the cart, looking it up and down as the gleaming metal scintillates in the sunlight, brightly flashing upon the vizier's face, and he strokes at his chin. What have you brought?
We have brought you everything. And more.
His long fingers run across the reflective many cylinders of the massive metal casing of the Diasius valvulus. Diasius valvulus. As he runs his fingers across it, he simply gives a nod. Hamid Pasha will be most pleased, I should think.
Is there any way I don't know if this works, but can I do an insight check just to try to see what this dude's really thinking right now about this engine?
Well, he's the vizier, so he's just.
So,
Mansoor.
100%, but what's your passive insight, real quick?
My passive insight
is going to be your
14.
Okay. So, looking upon him, you can see a slight hint of he's impressed. Like, he's slightly impressed.
Okay, so that's good, because I just don't want him to jip us. I don't want him to try to think like, alright, we're done with these guys and try to, kill us or something weird.
The vizier does look at you guys afterwards and says, how did you negotiate this away from Furush?
Well,
It was a little, bloody.
Heavy-handed.
they wouldn't answer the door, and I had to knock it down.
The vizier looks at you
Everything
blankly.
Everything was done peacefully, though.
The vizier gives you a stare, unemotionally, neutrally. He stares you all down. Is he still alive?
I always ask.
Perhaps in another plane.
I cut it into pieces. I'm sorry. And
I was gonna try to say we could say yes, he is still alive, and then we could just dip after this.
a debt was owed and a debt was paid. I don't know what else to tell you.
He simply strokes his chin for a moment, and he gives a nod at this. This may not be disastrous, but it was not expected. However, this... He simply gives a nod and it crossfades to show Hamid Pasha standing before it. His reflection crossfading to show Hamid Pasha's where he was, who is simply staring at it, dinner-platedly, his eyes massive. You have brought this. But he is not alive. He is not alive. This is a problem. But this... But who will drive? What do we put it in? Do you know, Mansoor? This means we can go to the great race. Yeah! But who will drive? We have no driver. We have no engineers.
Fully drive.
Yeah, but your weight's a big problem. I was thinking that.
He looks towards you, staring at you as if to say, what do you mean?
We might be able to, I'm thinking either Bjorn or...
I am quite aerodynamic, as you can see. I can make excellent shapes to
What would be the best skills?
create more speed, velocity.
Weighs almost nothing.
Wait.
Because we could have
Weight is,
various
Violence,
as our
speed,
pinnables.
momentum, as the great Dr. Disrespect has taught me.
He looks upon you all and gives a nod. Perhaps sending you all along as crew is a fantastic idea. You have certainly proven yourselves capable of things most needed upon the road, that is to say, capability with. I will have to think on this. Mansoor, sir, what do you think of this? I think it is an opportunity, sir. He simply says. And the camera pans against the lot of you as each of you with your individual expressions upon your face, your individual body languages. Gary moving his shoulder, feeling it reconnecting. It's super itchy under the metal. You know, like when something's healing and it's just fucking itchy as shit? So, same difference.
But still, my faces.
No, that's fine. And, you know, you're fondling them lovingly and just adjusting them and checking your reflection to make sure it's good.
Stroking their noses.
Straightening them, they flop down. Straightens them, they flop down. As the camera crossfades from this, it shows the DSCS Valvulis and all your reflections in it. And then crossfades to black, rolling the credits a moment later. Cody, would you like, would you hate, what was your part was least?
I liked the pacing. It was really good this time around. We were quick on like what we're doing and all that. Really enjoyed hearing your voice. Let me figure that out. And the 3 cameras definitely helped figure out where everything is. You can see it from different aspects. I obviously didn't like Alex getting one shot. That kind of sucked. Because that was like pretty early in the
fucking
game.
Nat 20, eh?
Fuck. Oh, yeah.
At least that struck fear in our hearts, so it wasn't too easy.
Yeah, and then Gary went down. It's just,
So much damage.
I think we just have to work a little bit. Like, obviously, a lot of us are still new to the game, but just have to work on, you know, actually communicating our thoughts of like what to do and stuff like during those down times. So it's not just one person. I kind of felt like I was driving the bus a little bit, but I didn't want to also sit there and not, you know, like uncover the things that were potentially there. So
Yeah, see, I can add to that because last time I was doing fine, but then this time I kept fucking up with what my spells were. So then it kind of confused me. I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna wait things out because I'm not sure necessarily when I'm allowed to do something.
Your class is like, well, your class and race is pretty like advanced from what I read. So you're gonna take a little while to learn that. But other than that,
yeah, but I'm just saying because it took me like every time I tried doing something, I couldn't necessarily do it. So it's like I have to kind of go.
You have to learn your limitations.
Exactly. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because like I picked things thinking something else, and then we just learned today. Alex was saying that I can't even do the shape shifting, so you know all that stuff slowed us down. So it's kind of my fault.
Well, it's like, yeah, it's one of those things of you can, and it is his fault. He's not reading through the rules completely. It is what it is. I skim shit all the time, and you make the mistakes you do, and no one's gonna hold you to the fire for it. But I expect you to hold yourself to the fire for it. That is the thing. That's like one of my only rules.
Why I said it. That's
just,
why I wrote the code. So I was like, well, no, it's kind of me because I misread basically every ability I took. For the most part.
It's you know, it's not uncommon. Don't beat yourself up. It goes out saying that.
I'm just saying that was technically for me from my point of view there was really nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing wrong.
Yeah,
it's just
and
I need to figure out what the heck I gotta do.
And now for next time, you've learned from this one obviously what you can and cannot do.
Yeah.
But even like those down moments, like Rick, if you think of something like if you want to leave bodies, just like say it. Like don't be afraid to jump in there and be like, hey, I'm gonna do this. Like we should all. Like I know you're a little quieter, but.
Being more introverted, usually when you or Dan start speaking up, I start just letting you. So
maybe I'll try and like encourage you to like put your idea for us next time.
I do have one question though about a spell because it is completely confusing me.
Sure.
Which one is it? Okay, for the speak animals one, I honestly don't understand then what the point of having that ability would be if you speak to an animal and all it says is gibberish. That means nothing because the spell does say the knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, which I get.
Yeah.
And it says, but at minimum, beasts can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have perceived within the past few days.
So here's the thing: if you ask an animal, is there a spot around here where lots of people in, robes or long dress or however you want to relate it, you keep it basic. Is there a place around here with lots of people in?
So it has to be very pure, like as basic as it possibly.
To their intelligence level, I guess.
Try to imagine. It's not even an animal intelligence, because yes, they have that, but you're still able to speak to them, right? So you're speaking to them, and whatever you're saying magically translates across. So with that being the idea, you're trying to communicate not with someone stupid, but with someone who doesn't understand the concepts as you know them.
So I have to be a rat to speak to a rat. You're trying to say.
You gotta relate it across.
And I'm just using that as an example. It could be a camel as well.
Yeah, you gotta think like and relate it across as.
Yeah, so like a seagull would probably have seen that flotilla, but they wouldn't know
what it is. Yeah, so I could basically just say nearest boat, and God forbid hope that the nearest boat is the boat.
Or if you're looking for like a missing dude and you find his dog, you'd be like, "Where's your home? Like where?"
Yeah, that's why dogs and wolves would probably be the best things to even communicate with, because they're not dumb.
They're most familiar with people's concepts, yeah.
Yeah, like
so you could probably explain to a dog.
A camel would be good for his water. Okay, no, I'm starting to get it, because it completely, it just didn't make sense to me. I was like, wait, what the hell? Then why would I talk to like anything? They would just be like, like the entire time.
Like if you're in the wilderness, you can ask a bird where the nearest towns are.
Exactly, just civilization people. Like I get it. It just has to be very basic. Technically speaking, you gotta be what you're trying to speak to, like what their level would be. Okay, I got it. It doesn't. My ability to talk to them doesn't make them fucking smart. I got it.
Yeah.
Barry, what was your favorite part was the least?
Session. It's a good session.
Right on. Barry, what'd you like? What'd you hate? What's your part? What's least?
I agree with the 3-camera thing. I think it was phenomenal, especially since we were all taking such different actions.
Yeah, credit where it's due. That was Cody's idea, 100%. It was amazing.
Yeah. Honestly, that was really, really good. And it helps show like what is going on, how close people are, like all of that stuff. Like, it's very good for visuals.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed seeing like some of the crazy off the wall stuff, like when Farouche like came out with the ballista. Sorry, Bjorn. But I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was safe. I thought it was safe. It was 2d10. I was like, you know what? If someone dies, it's okay. They'll, get back up. Nope, nat 20. Oh, what's the harm? This will be fun. Oh shit.
More than
all that stuff. Like that was just really, really cool. I enjoy that, and yeah.
Right on. One note I forgot to make about the scimitar is that it loses its light and finesse. It loses its light property in place of the versatile. It's still finesse, so you can still pick if it's dexterity or strength that you use for the bonus. So a quick note about the scimitar. Right on. And Bjorn, what'd you like? What'd you hate? What was your part? What's the least?
I like that tech didn't get in the way at all. Everything was seamless, so that was awesome. And I liked that I died. It felt like there was more consequences even if we had a Deus Ex that passed it. But when we're in Waterdeep, it doesn't always feel as dangerous. So this one, it was it felt like what we would probably experience if we actually walked into a compound and kicked down the door at level 1.
Just wait till
someone probably should have died. Just wait when you do something like that.
All I can say is wait till Wednesday, my man, because you guys are going into Strocius' fortress.
Strocius.
Oh, next one is Wednesday?
No, for our real
the other one.
You can watch it.
What did I hate? When I dabbing, I get distracted, starting to look at other classes and races and characters. That's my understanding.
So you're like, ooh, I could be a
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
And then what? No, resurrect? Well, I don't know. Maybe you could.
Yeah. I was like, oh, maybe my soul doesn't want to come back.
I mean, really, if they didn't resurrect you, they would have profited 500 gold technically, or 250 gold. You guys paid out 250 gold. Remember that?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we have to divvy that up. Oh shit.
Wait, we didn't get the discount on it?
We did. You rolled good on that.
Yes.
Yeah, you got it for half price. You got it for half price.
Okay, for sure.
Anyhow, Gary, what'd you like? What'd you hate? What was it for Bert? What'd you like least?
I love the fact that I could hear your voice. And also, the 3 cameras thing, kind of cool. And it's like you in general, bro.
I think he has a crush on Julie.
Well, then he should get a webcam to show his love.
That's right.
Right on. Nothing you didn't like?
I didn't like dying.
Not too fucking bad. Zolraja, what'd you like? What'd you hate? What was your part? What's the least?
No, nothing, honestly. Everything was fine. Everyone else basically summed it up pretty well. I just have some few questions for after. That's it.
Okay, it's after. What's up?
Oh, it is? Okay. No, I was just asking how specifically, because right now I have 2 spells outside of the Speak with Animal one that they're not useless, but I'm confused on how to use them. So one is Animal Friendship that clearly I can use to charm an animal to let it know that I'm, passive, like I don't want to hurt it, right?
Right.
And then my next move would be Beast Bond. So how does that move work? Like, does
Shit, man, I gotta
is
look
there
up
a
the
time-
explanation.
Yeah, because I have it, but I don't want to read. Like, it's been, you look it up, it'd be a little easier because I don't want to read the whole thing, and
And what?
could.
Learn how the spell works?
No, I could read it to you. I just didn't know if that would be annoying. So,
Oh! Literally read it out loud. No, hang on a sec.
Yeah.
Establish
'Cause
telepathic link. Beast you touch is friendly to you or charmed by you. So you do the thing. You charm the beast or make it friendly with animal friendship, right? Then you make telepathic link. Spell fails if beast is dumb. Spell ends until spell ends. Link active. As long as you guys are in line of sight.
Okay.
So does that animal become
Through the link,
yeah, that's what I'm confused.
the beast can understand your telepathic messages to it. It can telepathically communicate simple emotions and concepts back to you. While the link is active, the beast gains advantage on attack rolls against any creature within 5 feet of you that you can see.
Oh, nice.
So it gets advantage on attacks against stuff that you can see, that you can both see, and then it can telepathically communicate simple emotions and concepts to you.
Right, so it doesn't actually, like, it's only an in the moment type thing. It doesn't actually, now it's not with me. Like, once I use it, I would have to do some kind of action with it, and then that's it, right? It wouldn't actually be a companion animal. Is that how Beast Bond?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, Beast Bond doesn't create a companion.
Okay, see, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I can just use the animal in that situation.
You can communicate with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Talk to it
As
and
long as you
whatnot.
can see it.
Maybe make friends with it and create like a real companion. But it's not just gonna be you're my friend now. You know what I mean? You have to go through those natural steps of creating a bond with the beast. But now
So you would control the beast, like that would be you. You would be the beast. Like you would control that character. Because I'm thinking, like, how the heck would I communicate with it then? Like, where does the dialogue come from?
I don't understand what you're asking there, because you're talking to the animal, right? I mean, I play the animal effectively, but the point being is
that's what I mean.
you'd communicate to the animal what's going on, and then I decide if the animal is going to be
There,
you
that's
know,
what I meant. Yeah, I
yeah.
was like, since you're the dungeon master, you would be technically the animal. Okay.
yeah, quite literally in that case. It's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
it's not like the traditional companion animal where you use it on your bonus action.
Okay, I gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah, cheers. I wasn't sure what you were going after there.
No, I was just, I have to ask questions. So in the middle, I'm trying to literally eliminate any kind of like trip up in the moment of actual, like,
Yeah, so you can
gameplay.
just use it and you know what it does.
Yeah, exactly. So I would want to ask, because it seemed like I was always trying to do something outlandish, and you were like, "Hey, you can't do that."
You know what I mean? So I'm trying to eliminate all of that.
Yeah, fair enough. The only time I will say to a player that they cannot do something is when it literally goes against the explanation of something verbatim.
Yeah.
And the echo is actually from the delay in the microphones. I gotta get my headphones on before the session and tweak it every session. I didn't do that this session.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
I can change the delay in the microphones, which can eliminate the echo altogether, actually.
That's cool.
Anyway, I'm gonna wrap her up, gentlemen.
Yes.
As far as what I liked and hated, I like the pacing. I like that we got through the mission. I like that it was a two-parter. You guys have an engine, the DSCS Valvulis, and with that, you guys can move on to the next session of the quest, which is to build your platform, and then the next will be to build your crew.
Nice.
And that, or I mean, we'll see. Actually, maybe we'll treat it like Mega Man, where you guys can pick your next boss if you're gonna go after the driver or after your pit crew or whatever. I don't know if you have a pit crew on something like this, but you know what I mean. Actually, no, you guys would need your crew to go with you. You guys would be your. We'll cover all this later. Anyway,
Yeah.
I've been giving this some thought. It's gonna be fun. But everybody takes another 3. What did I give you guys for experience last time? Was 600?
333.
I gave you guys 333.
Yeah.
Which takes you into level 2. And so
Level me up so I don't suck.
we'll give you guys this time 555, which will bring you to 888, which puts you 222 away from level 3. Pretty sure. There's 1,000 experience for level 3.
900.
Oh, it's 900. Oh, even better. It puts you 22 experience away from level 3.
Your eagle noise almost got you there, Cody.
I know. I'm 7 away.
That's hilarious.
Are we resting and leveling up before the next session? Or are we?
100%.
Yeah, we should probably
You are
rest.
100% rested
Okay.
and leveled up. Long rested, leveled up. And yeah, level 3 is a big deal. That's why we're going to hold off on that. Just ever so close. Ever so close.
How much? Quick question. How much gold was in that sack that I snatched?
What did I say there? There was 400 gold, 7 platinum, 400 gold, and 700 silver.
Okay. We'll have to figure out how we're gonna.
How much XP? Did you
200. So you got 555 experience, and 250 of that gold was spent to raise Bjorn.
Right. So each of us should get.
So you'll have
At
150
least
left
one
from
platinum, right?
150 divided by 5 is 30 each.
that. You guys want a piece of advice from Dungeon Master?
Yeah.
If you're serious about getting into the Great Race, start building yourself an emergency fund as a group.
Fuck. Okay.
Because these resurrections ain't cheap.
I don't do it. Oh, shit.
Especially since nobody else in this fucking group is a God-fearing individual. So
Yeah, they'll probably charge double the res, Cody.
yeah,
I've got to go. It's just
the priest's gonna res him by pissing on the corpse first. We're like, I gotta clean it before I can raise it.
nobody likes the sand kraken, so yeah, I'll be at least double.
But the point
So
being,
that resurrection was a race dead, right?
it was a holy true resurrection.
Okay, so no penalty from it, or
No penalty.
sweet.
Everyone gets one. Besides, they found a Church of Valcour out there, didn't they? Who knew there was one in Memnon's Bay?
I mean, they'd probably trade with Northlanders. It's possible.
Why not? These guys are bringing a little bit of the taste of Baldur's Gate down to Kalimshan. It's like a burger joint in Morocco. Cool.
Alrighty.
Gentlemen, it's been my pleasure to Dungeon Master yet another session of a fantastic campaign. Until next Sunday, may your 20s always land on 20.
Thanks. I guess.
Have a good night, all.
Yeah.